comfy one.
See?
Comfy one. Comfy one's already on.
He's totally recording me now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Fine,
let's not talk
eat
about
pizza
that.
and talk about bra.
Yeah. Yeah, I just can't do those. Can't do those wires.
I know. It sucks.
I think it's just getting earlier and earlier as well when you just have to.
All day, like literally. If
Yeah.
I'm not working from home, no chance.
Fair. What's that?
Pizza.
Yeah, no, I had some pasta at. So I've carved up.
Carved up.
Yeah, and I was just saying I did my Pure Gym workout. Finished at 7, so that was good.
Thing is, I've been in ketosis for a whole week. This is going to throw me out. It's very annoying.
Eating what? Toasties?
In ketosis.
Oh.
Yeah. Hi guys. Family. Just ignore it, okay? What time's you on? Oh, actually, you've got the. Oh. I can't. Olivia. We've got Christine.
It's not going to be my problem tonight. How do I get out of that situation? That's what I want.
James.
So who's after?
Oh, James. Archer.
We've got Olivia. Then we have Christine. Then at 10, we've got Jamie.
Yeah, and you see him.
Nanette.
He's done 15 workouts today for us, 15 hours, yeah.
Yeah, we've been keeping.
Yeah, so yeah, need to check in with him.
No pizza? Did you want any pizza? No? Sure.
What food have you had today then? What's the...
Very nervous.
What's the... I heard you
hear
had
you.
some chicken. I had the chicken. You had some chicken.
I had chicken.
Yeah.
The thing is, to your point, I'm not diabetic, but I do follow a low-carb diet because it's very easy for me to maintain this beautiful thing. I can't wait for that. But I'm not eating carbs. So when people say, like, I'm in ketosis most of the time, but then if I have a slice of pizza, that's it, I'm out. And it takes days for me to get back into ketosis and a headache. I don't feel too good. But I'm so hungry. And so I've had a slice of pizza. Hopefully it's not going to be enough to kick me right out. But yeah, it's terrible.
Okay. Right. You guys start.
Right, there we go. So, apart from pizza.
Apart from pizza. Okay.
Right, just while I shove this in my face, thank you for coming and joining us.
Thank you.
And I met you a couple of weeks ago here, and actually Alex has been talking about the hub being one of those community places that people just drop in. And I remember just dropping in, and we had brownies, we had cakes, we were sitting chatting about life, as we always do. And so today, while we are raising funds for today's SpeakUp Liveathon for the Wednesday Wellbeing Wednesdays, tell us who you are, where you come from.
Yeah, what's your name, where you come from?
What's your name, where you come from, while I shove this pizza in my face.
So I'm Liv. Everyone kind of knows me as Liv, but call me Olivia, that's fine. From St Neots, first and foremost, so shout out. Born and bred Cambridgeshire, did live in London for 6 years, and then made the excellent decision to come back to St Neots. For nearly 2 years now I've worked at CPSL Mind, part of the wonderful team there at the charity. Quite a lot of letters there, so let's break that down. So that's Cambridgeshire, Peterborough and South Lincolnshire. I'm the communications and engagement manager, so doing all things content, comms, partnerships and working with our fundraising team as well. I think a lot of people don't know that there is 100 local mines across England and Wales.
Yes.
So we are one of them, part of that lovely family.
The Federation.
Exactly. And it was lovely that Dr. Sarah Hughes was on today. And shout out to all their amazing work that National Mind are doing. Obviously it's wonderful to be part of all of that group. But obviously we have to generate our own income. We are a small charity. We have to create our own services in the community. And we work with local people to create those services. So we really find out what we need every area is different, isn't it? So you know what you're going to have in Devon is probably not going to be what you're going to have in Peterborough. So it's really important that it reflects who we are. And we have our perinatal service for new mums, which is amazing. And we knew there was a need for Muslim mums in Peterborough to have that support. So we've actually created a service for them. And like some of the feedback is just amazing. Like some mums say they've made lifelong friends now from going to those groups. It's just really helped them feel that, you know, can be so isolating and lonely. And they feel so like supported now as well. My passion, like why I work for Mind, someone really close to me did reach crisis. I've witnessed it. I've seen the horror, the devastation of that, and I'm determined to make sure that other people don't get there. And they reach out early, and that's what at CPSL Mind we're all about, is that early intervention, that prevention, and obviously community connection as well. So that's why I'm so passionate about it. So it's just trying to make sure that people are reaching out and finding those safe spaces in the community early. And I have anxiety myself. It can be a daily struggle sometimes. I use exercise and nature. Love my daily nature walks to try and help with that. So I kind of get it. I get it when it is tough and when you just, you know, you find it really difficult. But everyone at the charity is really supportive. I mean, I have trained counsellors to talk to if I want a little chat in the kitchen, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
I mean, it is quite good. Added benefit.
I mean, that's quite nice. So, it's a really supportive environment. I'm very lucky to be part of that team, and I think for me, it's just everyone is so passionate and driven, and the work that our colleagues do and volunteers. We have so many volunteers. Every single week, you know, they keep turning up for people in the community. Our Good Life service is one of our biggest service. And for those that don't know, we have over 20 good mood cafes across Cambridgeshire and Peterborough. And these are amazing spaces. You know, they're drop-in, you don't need to book. They all look and feel quite different as well. Our first ever good mood cafe was in St Neots. So, at what is the Art and Soul Cafe.
Yes.
It's still going. It's every Tuesday afternoon, 2 till 3:30. My colleagues Matt and Ruth are on hand to have a little chat. And what's so wonderful is if someone is a little bit nervous, if someone's struggling, they'll just really subtly like get that person to a corner and have a cozy chat with them. And the group don't even know what's going on here. They're just doing their thing. And it's just amazing. And that's going on across, you know, Cambridgeshire and Peterborough and South Link. So those spaces are wonderful. In the St Neots one, I remember I played some dominoes with one man that was there, and we were chatting about his pond, and he enjoys his fish in his pond. Exactly,
it's being in community. And I know for those people that Art and Soul used to be where the St Neots Town Council is now on New Street. So that's where it's set up. I remember the first one being set up, and how impactful it was. And I think one of the main ethoses for Mind specifically, and in all the local minds, is that user-led, you know, co-design, co-delivered, collaborative, kind of peer-to-peer support that's in community is ultimately the thing that's missing from a wider narrative, or that we've certainly seen today on this, you know, while we've been doing this, is that's the thing that people want. They want to be in community with people that they know and trust, people that can signpost them to services as and when they need to. And I really love what you said there about understanding of getting somewhere before crisis. You know, and it's super important that we recognise that with poor mental health, the majority of the time there are, of course, follow-ups. What I find also quite interesting and important around this particular conversation is that there are people where the information that needs to be disseminated isn't potentially the person with the issue. Does that make sense, with the challenge? So what I also love is the idea of working in community for people of the loved one. You know, this is what's happening with my loved one. This is the behaviour I'm starting to see. Because let's be really clear, especially with mental health, you and I talked about anxiety today. We recognise anxiety. We recognise it. Just sit on a lap. It's very tired. You know, that we recognise anxiety. We recognise our behaviours. But there are some people with serious mental ill health who do not recognise their own changes. You know, they don't recognise that they're becoming unwell, and therefore, for someone in their life to be able to recognise changes,
exactly right,
and to intervene if necessary is really important.
And that's something that, you know, we encourage people to come with a loved one or a friend to pop along to a Good Mood Cafe for the first time. You don't have to do it on your own. It is all about taking that first step. Shout out to Belle, who's a volunteer at CPS Mind. She's given me permission to share her story, and she popped along to us St Ives Good Mood Cafe. She was really unwell, really poorly, and really low self-esteem, and she literally went for the first time, and then it became the highlight of her week. And that's literally, and then now what is just so amazing is Belle's now volunteer, and she's helping other people in the community, and that's happened so much across the charity. Is the fact that, you know, they've been helped, and now they're helping other people, and that's a
byproduct of really good services, you know, especially when they're peer led. You know, because you end up, and I run a charity, so one of the things that we want to do is be able to set up peer-to-peer support and then leave the group to get on with it. You know, you set up the infrastructure and then you give them, you know, the things that they need to adhere to in terms of safeguarding and stuff like that. But then you kind of leave them to let them get on with it, because the initiatives, especially for your charity and perhaps mine, is that the infrastructure goes in and you are there, you have deliverables, we've got governance, etc., that you have to abide by. But there are also community networks that are happening in community where that isn't happening. And I'm not saying that's wrong at all, because it's community led. But the thing I think I'm trying to put across is the solutions are always community focused.
And people driven.
Either throughout infrastructure or with infrastructure or without it. Right? So it's lovely to see that kind of leading the way by way of, you know, the one of the country's, if not the country's biggest charity federation, specifically right outside of National Mind, you know, kind of.
No, it's amazing to hear the impact and to see the impact as well. I think so. Ruth Fox runs our St Neots one, and
Ruth.
Everyone knows Ruth. Ruth. Shout out to Ruth if she's
Ruth.
listening. But I did a video of Ruth for World Mental Health Day last October, and Ruth was like, I like to think that this is the kind of service, you know, this is service that I needed when I wasn't well, and she's trying to give back to knowing exactly the support that she needed herself. There's so many people across the organisation that are so driven by their own personal stories, and they're so passionate to give back, and you can really feel that. So it's a really motivating place to be. We do also work in partnership with so many wonderful people, so I've got to shout out a few names.
Yeah, of course.
So I was lucky enough to sort of work really closely with Cambridge United Football Club. Ian Darla has become a friend, who's the head groundsman at the club. He's had PTSD himself, and he's spoken really openly. Ian's become a little bit of a beacon down at the Abbey there. People kind of turning up at the gates, wanting to have a little chat. And he's done so much that now we've got a Bright Horizons cafe.
Wow, that's really good.
Actually,
news.
At the Abbey, and so that's the second Wednesday of every month. And so for those football fans, for those people that maybe feel safe already at the football stadium, they can just pop along, and they know they're going to meet like-minded people in a safe space, not be judged. And now I've managed to get one of our team, Matt, he runs the St Neots one. He goes along to the Abbey now, so we've actually got one of our team in, you know, there to support the actual group, and they've been really grateful for that, because now they can learn, you know, some of the tools that we use. So that's been lovely. And part of the Good Life service, we have the Good Life Fund, so we obviously deliver grants, and got to shout out
grassroots ideas
and
that
grassroots,
people have,
exactly right. So all the Good Life Fund projects link back to the 5 ways to wellbeing, in some way, and that's kind of the background to them. Just
a connection there with Francesca. I know I keep talking about her quite a lot, actually.
Oh my God, you got to watch that. We'll send you a clip.
But there's an opportunity there in terms of a mental health option there for sure.
100%. It's Olivia. It's lovely. Also, I feel you've like recently become proper adopted by the Citizen Hub.
I have. I just came in. Personal.
It's beautiful.
I kind of became. I went from living with someone, and then in October, living alone, meal for one. So I've had a little bit of a personal adjustment. I think I walked in, and then Alex was just like, this is your living room, right? Like, it's like,
I was just saying, I met Olivia when is it Liv? You like to be called. I met Liv when I came in here. Do you remember?
Right? Is that when?
Yeah, we sat around that table. I don't even
lovely,
know why.
wasn't it?
Why was I even here? I don't even
No,
know. But see, this is what
walking
this is what
past.
Hub does.
Yeah.
Right, you walk past and it looks as if they're having some really good times in here.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I'm gonna pop
little
in.
look in.
And then we sat around the table and
That
I
was
met
nice, wasn't
you. I sat next to Liv and we talked about
was
her
lovely.
role at CPSL Mind and and that's what the Hub can do. Just on the off one evening, just chatting.
Well, we've got a little project we've
have,
working on. Once we get the clips,
Time to-
I've got clips coming. But we've got a podcast coming out.
Love that.
CPSL Mind and Citizen Hub.
side by side,
It's called Side by Side, which
Nice.
is lovely.
checking in and launching on Time to Talk Day.
Yeah,
5th of Feb.
It's gonna be good. And there's some
5th of
fire
Feb.
in there.
My
There is some
birthday
fire.
as well. So.
There is
Happy
some
birthday.
fire. Yeah.
So we're kind of we're going to be sharing. So do check out obviously online on Time to Talk Day. We're going to be sharing some conversation starters. We're going to be sharing exciting episodes. Lovely Gary Clark.
Yeah,
who
you
was-
interviewed him earlier.
Yeah.
Who was on
Yes,
today?
lovely.
Yeah, he's cool,
Gary joined us, didn't he? We did a men's health one. So we've got that coming out soon.
Yeah, it's
So
cool.
is
really good.
is Time to Talk Day on the 5th of February?
Yes, it is.
See, when
yeah.
you said the 5th of February, I had a really why do I know that date?
I'll be that.
If my child, my second one, is watching this, I know what the 5th of February is. She's having her brace taken off.
Oh, that's big.
It's a
That's
big day in our
That's
house.
big, yeah.
That's why I just thought
big.
of it. Because it's like, why has it been drummed into my face? Yes, that's why.
It's literally time to talk. It's
Yeah,
like release.
Yeah.
She will
Wow,
have time
yeah.
to talk, yes, with no braces.
That's beautiful.
That
That's
is.
awesome. But that project's it was really fun, wasn't it? Because we just kind of had a conversation. It was just like, you know what, we should be doing more together. And I
Yeah.
think, we had Sarah on earlier. There's a bigger conversation around kind of Mind and Citizen Hub on a bigger infrastructure scale. But the fact that it's rooted in already starting to do some more work with you guys, and previously we've always raised money for CPSL
CPSL,
Minds. That's what
Thank
we've
you.
always raised
Yeah.
for. Obviously this time round for this, there was a real hook on something that Debs and Grace wanted.
Yep.
But we know CPSL Mind and your initiatives will be included in amongst all of that.
Correct.
And that's the beauty of it. And it's great to have you around.
Yeah, no, it is
nice.
really good.
It's nice.
The start of a great
Beautiful
partnership.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yes. Or a strategic partnership, in the
yeah,
charitable sector. Yeah.
No.
Well, it depends on the bid. On the bid,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
It's a strategic partnership.
Yeah. No,
It's important, but there's shared values there. I think that's something that CPSL Minds we've always had a good relationship. During the pandemic, there was a service. I don't know what it was called. It was a phone line service that was going on. I can't remember if it's still in operation. My brain's not working. But it was really it was a genuine real lifeline, because when we were doing it every Wednesday, doing these 9 o'clocks or whatever, talking to our community, there were some real tough conversations that were coming into the Shifties community, and Christine will remember, and Cam and some of the key leaders within that space. People were coming to us with some real it was a dark situation.
Crisis.
So
It was a horrible time for a lot of people.
so you guys really stepped up and during that time in a big way locally, and we talk about I'm obviously a massive fan for grassroots community application, all of that, but like you say, I think I got the back end of the conversation about that infrastructure piece. You need both. You need both.
Yeah.
And the closer we are, the better the solutions be, and we can sandbox here.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's the point. If you get community infrastructure with a recognised, trusted brand, with all of that, the power that you hold nationally, you can elevate projects like ours.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
we really appreciate that.
Thank you.
We really
Thanks
appreciate
for
that. That's nice.
Love that.
It was a pizza.
So I'm just thinking, we've only got 4 minutes left.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So I think that we've been asking people to round
Yeah.
off their kind of conversations or their contributions around what does wellness, well-being mean to you in the context of the work that the Hub's going to be doing.
Oh, okay. In relation to that. Well, obviously, our podcast is, such a key part of that. I think is that bringing those, collaborations together, the community together. At CPS Online, we're all about 5 ways to wellbeing and connection, and giving back, and I think that really links really nicely to what we're doing.
What about you personally?
I mean, I suppose, it's mental well-being, it's social well-being, it's financial well-being. I think it's all those areas, isn't it? And it's trying to, I think there's a lovely movement in social care sector called Social Care Future. And they all say, we all want to live in a place that we call home, with a connected community, with the things and the people that we love. That's just a really lovely saying. And I think if we can all achieve that, then we're kind of going in the right direction.
Love that.
Yeah, I'm there for that. I'm here for that.
Reminds me of the social model of disability, which we talk about quite a lot, which talks about the barriers to access are the thing that's the problem, not the disability in and of itself.
Yeah, 100%.
So if infrastructure, both physical and metaphorical, were without barriers, then people would be able to access what they wanted whenever they wanted it.
Yeah.
It's about recognising that we need to build those systems and infrastructures without the barriers there in the first place. Yeah, just like if you had a building that was open and didn't have steps, but had a ramp for everyone to use, then a person with a wheelchair wouldn't see the disability as being a barrier to accessing the hub, for example. Absolutely, right? So it's all about, and to your point, it's all about that social connection.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That social
and we
piece.
we just want to invite everyone to join us. Like, obviously, Mental Health Awareness Week is in May. Last year, I came up with Moments of Joy, trying to bring moments of joy to the people that, Peterborough and Cambridgeshire. So we're going to be back in Cathedral Square.
Nice.
We had the rock choir there last year, and they did Sam Ryder's I Am a Mountain, and it was just amazing because the lyrics was all that I've overcome, and it was just like really nice.
Music's
We will be there with our pop-up Good Mood Cafe.
Nice.
Love that.
So do get involved. And
just going back to the disability thing, I wanted to say it earlier when the Include guys were on, but obviously I was just enjoying Courtney enjoying it, right? And everyone was enjoying that. I got a lovely video of that. There's an advert, I think it's a French advert, where it flips. I don't know if you've seen it. It flips the world. So everyone's in wheelchairs, but like the minority are not in wheelchairs. And it's like this paradox world. I don't know if you've seen the advert. Some people may say online
I'm
they
going to
have.
have to go find it.
Honestly, it's brilliant because it's just so, it just brings it to life. And so you've got all of these people like walking into stuff. How do I use that lift?
Yeah.
Like, it's actually, it flips the whole conversation. And I think we haven't really covered it as much this year, but the role media, we talk about music there, like as one, and we had some really deep discussions at 2-3 o'clock this morning with SK and Daisy and some of the volunteers about the role in art and music and the outlet it can be for people's mental health. You can literally see Daisy's mental health on our walls right now, and that's wonderful, right? So I think we've got a role, or the media sector has a role to play to be more creative. I sit on a judge for the Charity Film Awards, the Smiley Charity Film Awards, and one of the best privileges of that is seeing all of this incredible creative. The one that always sticks, well, the one with the melons is funny. Well, you got to check that out. That's the one.
Oh, well,
you would like that one. But the one that always sticks in my mind, and it's an obvious one. It's the Norwich football club one. You know, and as a football fan, I go to a lot of football games, and I can recognise that in people. And it was just that moment at the end where everyone thought it was the guy.
It's not him.
It weren't him. It was the guy that was.
Mask him.
That's why I never assume. Never assume. Everyone's got something going on.
Awesome.
And then be kind. Yeah,
that's why.
It sounds easy.
A little smile, a little check-in. It goes a long way, doesn't it?
Yeah, go on.
Olivia,
thank you so much for everything.
Thank you, Olivia.
Yeah,
bless your heart. Thank you. You're gonna hang around with us for a bit.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right, wicked.
Nice.
Right.
See if I can get up after my.
Well, you can have a slice to
You
go
can have a
with
slice.
I'm alright. I'm good. I ate
Sure.
loose.
Well, pastas, like alternatives, cookies. We've got
donuts.
Yeah, no, they've been. Yeah. Oh, bless you.
But some people would say that she's earned it, right?
Yeah, I know. Be careful.
I don't need to earn a donut. I just eat it. Like if I have to. Exactly.
That sounds dangerous. Yeah.
Oh, Helena.
Christine's up.
Oh,
Christine's up in the house.
Right, I can definitely eat pizza with Christine.
Yeah, you're good. We're safe in here. Coming in, right, so next we've got Christine Griffey, who's... Who has to put up with me, or not today anyway, hasn't had to put up with me. I was gutted when Henry came in earlier, it was 2 online people, so everyone was being quiet, but...
He was being really quiet.
I know, he's
really good.
He's always a good boy. He's always a good boy. Yeah, that picture made my day this morning when he was watching us on the telly.
What was the tongue though?
What? Yeah, well, the tongue was.
Oh, I don't know.
showed-
I couldn't stop him doing it.
So-
I don't really know.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
definitely-
I don't know. I think he was admiring his tongue on the video.
He's a character. Yeah, he's a character.
He is cute.
But you have a chat at me.
All right.
Yeah, you're right.
I think so. I don't really know.
It's not long left.
What did you write on your thing? I want to look at that. Is it? Oh, I know what it'll be about. It'll be about mumming. It'll be about mumming and everything else.
Working.
So it's interesting because, I know you won't mind me sharing that.
I mean, I might.
Well, it's
Depends what it is.
we'll be on that now. When Henry was born, we had a conversation about well-being. Not we didn't use those words, but we said about you. Because Christine is, by the way, if you don't know Christine, she's my partner in business and life, and we've been together for 16 years. 16 years?
Yeah.
Yes. 16 years? Yes. Yeah, like...
Got that right?
Yeah, so we've been running businesses for 10 years together. Christine's never had a job. You're self-employed straight out, right? And and we won't go into when we were younger, when we met, and what you've done for me in those moments, because I definitely wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for Christine. I'll tell you that right now. But 3 years ago, when Henry was born, we had a conversation about adjusting. This adjustment that we would need to make in order to make space for, or not. I think when he was going to be born, we had a conversation. We're like, yeah, well, you fit into our life because we had ambitions. We were going to do this, and he would just come wherever we are, and he's gonna have to.
Oh, bless them.
I know, yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's just
So
gonna
naive.
he's just gonna have to fit in. Yeah, that's not really how it works, is it?
No.
But then we did have a conversation about the fact that I'll be all right. Henry will be all right. The businesses will all be all right. But I had concern about the fact that you might not be all right.
Yeah.
And I think we thought, and that's been a healthy conversation. I think we're really good at that anyway, talking about this sort of stuff. But I don't know if you want to, share your perspective on. Are you all right?
Yeah, so I think I've been mulling on that whilst obviously the conversations and stuff have been happening, and really the best way I think I can describe it is that, like, on the surface, fine. Deep down, fine. Like, in the grand scheme of everything, I'm fine. There's like a muddy middle that I think's really quite complicated to articulate, and I feel like that's worse since, or maybe it's only happened since becoming a mum. Like, the last 3 years is a blur. I think I thought I'd remember like every detail. I almost feel bad that I don't remember exactly how old he was when he said his first word. Pretty sure it was dada, because it always is, right? But
Rude.
yeah. But I think, the best way of describing it is that, like, everything feels like a bit of a contradiction. So it's really hard to then articulate how you feel because it's different. It might be like 10 different things in a day. So it's really hard to say it. But I think on the surface, yes, I'm fine. And deep down, yes, I'm fine. But then there's just there's just feelings that you just can't. So then, like, if someone asks you how you are, it's like, it's too complicated to actually say how I am. So I'm fine.
Yeah.
All the time, I'm fine. But 1 hour I might really not be fine. And another hour I might be really happy. And another hour just stressed and like you just want to scream. So I'm fine. And probably not fine.
That's Christine.
Is probably a blend.
Just
That's
living.
good. That's right.
Just
You're life
living.
in. Life is life in,
Yeah.
right? And when you've got babies, that the shock to the system that that kids bring
It's a different level.
is just next level. And I think sometimes, and bearing in mind I can only speak from lived experience of having 2 children, but every single parent's experience is going to be different. First of all, let's just be really clear on that.
Yeah. There's no book for this one.
Every parent's expectation of child rearing is also going to be different. And again, that's absolutely fine. The reality of child rearing for everybody, I think, is really, really hard. And you don't quite get there until you get there. Like, I'm sitting here listening to you, and Henry's 3, right? You saw Sebastian and Hermione today. Seb's 18 next month. And I'm
That's
like,
crazy, yeah.
He was 3 once, and when he was 3, I had a baby. And Christine just gone.
Can't even.
I feel like that now. I'm like, what? How did I do that with 2 kids under 2? Yeah, 2 under 2. And that was but it did it, and I can't really remember it because I think that's the whole point.
You're just doing it.
There is something, and this is my medical experience, right? There is something in concussion, and I'm not making child rearing the same as concussion. I want to make that really clear.
Probably elements.
Probably. If you fall over and you smack your head, right, and you live with concussion, you cannot remember the point of impact. So people who have like concussion, they'll go, I fell over, I smacked my head, and then next thing I woke up, or I remember sitting there, but I don't remember the moment of impact. And I think that there is a very real thing to protect us from the actual moment of impact. Because if we were to have to remember that, do you know what I mean? If you smacked your head on the corner of a table and you had to relive the corner of the table smacking it,
Protective.
who wants to? So there's a protective element, and I think the same does kind of come up for child rearing in a way. I'm not putting it across in the same way. So you get through it, even though at the time you don't think you're gonna, and you come up with difficulties. And the expectations are always. So to your point, and I don't know if you and I haven't discussed this, but you are a chief executive and you have a baby. I was a chief executive and had a baby. The pressures around you about what that looks like, and we've discussed this on a podcast that I was running together about what does the word CEO mean, you know, how much do we put to it? And when we had the added element of parenting within that, and then you have the outside expectations. Then you have the intrinsic. See, I can say it now. Extrinsic. I couldn't say that before. I think I've gone past the point of no return with tiredness.
You're just not thinking about it
I'm
now.
not thinking about it, And intrinsically, is it the right? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's part of the challenge. And if you're not a mum that is happy to take on the role of just mum, and when I say just, people think it's low. It's not just.
Yeah.
I mean, as in singularly, mother role. What does that mean for us? And is it? And I'm asking this question of you: Is it that there is a element of societal expectations for you to be more than mum as a singular?
I definitely think there's an element of that. I think because I was obviously more than that before. I don't think I was old to have a kid. I was 30. I'd turned 30 when I found out.
No, not.
But I guess I'd already started on a certain pathway, and we never thought we were going to have kids. Although, interestingly, I was going through like old phone notes because I want to delete all the old phone notes on my phone. And one from like 2018, on my list of like my future self, Mum was on there. So there was obviously some kind of like level of me.
It was a ploy.
Yeah, sorry. But no, we hadn't ever planned to have kids. And I really didn't think I was remotely maternal at all. Like around other people's kids, I wasn't a huge fan. I always thought, to be fair, I'm still not a massive fan of other people's kids. But I think I always thought like we were too selfish to have kids. We were quite ambitious and whatever, which I think is what drove kind of where our head was at when it was, it's happened now, I'm pregnant, so he'll come into the world, we've been together forever, and he'll just fit in. And he has largely, but obviously there's a lot of elements where he hasn't, and I've had to change a lot of the stuff that I would have just been able to do. Everything now comes with but what happens in this situation and what choice do I make in that situation? But yes, we'd already started on a certain pathway and we had conversations, and I didn't want to stop that. Yeah. And I think part of that is societal, but also part of I still hadn't necessarily achieved what I wanted to achieve. And I haven't actually defined what that is. So I'm probably at a point where that's never going to happen because I don't actually know what it is.
I think that, there is an element of people think that, and time is one of those very strange things, isn't it? We're constantly running out of it. And we're
Kids
constantly,
and
they're constantly a reminder of it. But, and I'm not to kind of call you out in terms of your age, but I'm like 13 years older than you. And my kids are they're older, they don't need me as much, but I'm still on the career trajectory that I was on before. And even now, so more so moving into the charity, of a chief executive of a national charity, that's something I never expected to have to do, never wanted to do, or never thought I would. But I'm still doing it, and I'm still doing these firsts. And I say all of this to say I think there's an element of kind of putting our life in timelines. And, you know, it should be this time, it should hit that time. And it don't work like that. You know, they always say, don't wait to have a baby if you want to have a baby, because there's never going to be a right time for some people. Again, two truths can exist at once, because some people will go, I've saved up enough money, I know my plan, right, let's get pregnant. And then unfortunately, sometimes they might not get pregnant. Do you know what I mean? So we just don't know. These things never work out in a prescriptive way, because life isn't prescriptive, I guess.
We had always talked about if we were going to have kids, we were more likely to adopt. Like, that's something that we had talked about quite actively. Jamie's just walked in.
Oi, oi.
Come on, boy. We'll talk to you in a minute. Yeah, we had talked about that, but I think it's just wonderful now. Like, it's just, and it's like I say, it's challenging. But the reason I raised it, and I know you probably wrote that down. I don't know if you did, but it's something you probably wrote down about blending business and being a mum. Is that we also made an active decision. And we reset that decision quite regularly in our conversation about the fact that you were going to take the large amount of responsibility on this. I know you resonate on this, and actually how gutted I was about that, because I have a 22-year-old and a 2-year-old grandson, and I missed out on so much of my 22-year-old. Not that I had a choice, even if I could, but and I wanted to be here for Henry more so, but because of the trajectory that we were on, but the role I was playing, I'm out, I'm doing this, I'm out doing any events, whatever, that front facing bit, we talked about it earlier. We had to have a conversation about that. I said, didn't I, I was like, I would love to be the stay-at-home dad. I would dad it. I would hardcore dad that. I would love it. I would love anything I'm doing. And if I was going to just do dad, I'd be the best one. I'd be like, I'd be in there. I'd be in all of the dad groups, whatever. I'd be in it. And I still make time. I think. And when I'm there. But we do have active conversation about that on a regular basis around how do we balance that time. I think
and
that's
I think
healthy. I think
Very healthy.
it is. I think one of the biggest struggles. I think obviously, like you say, like being a parent, being a mum, like it's in itself is a lot. So to choose to do anything else with that is also a lot. But I think going back to the earlier, like the constant contradiction, like I know that I'm really lucky that I can spend a Monday like all morning with him. I can go and do my food shopping. We go for lunch. Like I'm really lucky I can do that because I don't have like a 9 to 5 where I have to go to work. And I really empathise with mums that have 9 months off work on their maternity and then have to make the jump to leave their 9-month-old baby to go back to work, because in most circumstances you have to, because one income isn't enough anymore, largely regardless of what that income is. So I'm really, really fortunate that I get to be really flexible with my time.
we do get to choose.
But on the flip side of that, there's never an off.
No.
Because there's always more that could be done. So like, I might spend all morning, all afternoon with Henry, and then we put him to bed, and then I'll work until 10:30, 11 o'clock, because that's the time that I've got to work. And then I crave a bit of like nothing time, so I'll then sit up until like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And then obviously
Watching
you wake up early
like
and
absolute rubbish. Honestly, it's awful.
but it's the
For you, that's fine.
I
I can't deal with it.
it's the doing nothing.
And it's the resentment. I get resentment. I don't know. I shouldn't have said that probably. But I used to get resentful of the time I didn't have. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So when I say resentful, I didn't mean about my children. I meant about my responsibilities. Being honest, I'd spend all day at work or with the children and doing the shopping and doing the blah, blah, blah. It gets to 9:30 And I'm like, right, I want my time now for me.
Yeah.
Because I get told, that you need time for yourself. And it'll be at 9:30 in the... So I am up watching television, self-sabotaging myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'll be
Just
tired.
because it's important that I have that time, even though I should have gone to bed. It's
Or
like, well,
done
if I go to
something a
bed,
bit better
I've
with
done
that.
something better,
Just something that would make you feel better.
Yeah.
But there's something like brain numbing about the nothing.
Yes.
Like I'm actually craving the just nothing. Yeah. Because and even when I'm doing that nothing, there's still, I think the thing that I think people always say to you, like when you're gonna have a kid or whatever, like you can never do enough. There's never enough that you can do for your kid. Guilt is the like number one thing. So like I'm sat there doing nothing, and I'm then thinking, well, what should I be doing? What could I be doing? Because there's a list. There's definitely a lot of stuff that I could be doing.
Out early.
But it's then even like, I think like staying on the guilt thing. Like Henry does something. Like tonight, he knew I was coming out, so dinner was like painful. I need to sit on your knee. I'm going to take 20 minutes to eat this bit of broccoli. And he actually made a point of saying something about me not getting ready.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's cheeky.
Go. And I'm like, but then I feel guilty for like a day that I've got stressed at him because I need to go and do something. And he just wants me to stay at home.
Yeah.
Like the guilt is the thing that I think is something that I haven't yet learned to process. Yeah. And then I'm like, I'll say something to him. Oh my God, is that going to affect him in 15 years time when he becomes an adult? Like, is that like, because obviously when you've got kids, it's things that you read in the news or anything related to children become significantly more heightened, I've found, because you relate it back to your child. So like you see, you hear a story about a kid that's done something awful, and it's like, well, they were once my 3-year-old. So how have they gone from that to picking up a knife and doing something horrendous? And I think it's then, what happens along their pathway that then that happens, like that adolescence program. Oh my! Like it was.
What did you watch that? Like it was
because
brilliant.
I'm like,
I thought it was brilliant.
Because
but what did they do? Really?
Who knows? And do you know, there's an interesting, because you've shared quite a lot of few things, and I think I'm slightly abnormal when it comes to my parenting style. I don't kind of feed into none of this guilt stuff. I don't have any guilt for my children. And I did a massive podcast the other day. I got like 250 new followers off of one podcast.
I saw that. It was nice.
Thank you.
Good. It was strong.
Thank you very much. Yeah. And I was talking about like, do you apologise to your children, and are you friends with your children? And I'm very clear with my boundaries with my kids. I'm not friends with them. I never have been and never will be. I will always be their mother and we'll be very, very close. But there's stuff I talk to my friends about that I would never talk to my children about. They are not in a friendship league for me. I think we're conflating the word parent and kind of friendship, right? And that's fine. You do you, and that's not a problem. But there is also an element of you're only doing the best with what you've got at the time. And there are people who, smack their kids, and when are out of order and abusive and stuff. And I'm not, that is out of order regardless. Yeah. But there is also an element of you having very clear boundaries in terms of your parenting, your expectations, and that's okay. And being really clear with it and setting those boundaries in conjunction with your partner. Like Doug and I, who came in earlier, we parent together. We talk about these things. And I've had the same thoughts. Oh God, well, my childhood was really this and my childhood was really that. And maybe if I do this, it might affect them. When that's normal, and normal. Every parent thinks exactly the same. And there's nothing out there. But to the adolescence point, which I find quite interesting, in mental health, we talk about nature versus nurture, right? And I know that this is really so for me that I'm talking to myself mainly here. There gets to a point in your life when you're parenting, in my opinion, that your influences over your children only get you so far. So they only get you so far. And then they start to make decisions of their own volition that are not necessarily in line with your own. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, where did that come from? That kind of wasn't my influence. I've never kind of put up with that before. And what we've got to realise in terms of childhood development is that it is natural, normal and appropriate for them to stretch. For them to stretch their boundaries, stretch what's right and what's wrong necessarily. And they have to do this. And I found this fascinating. They have to do this from a developmental point of view, because they almost have to develop a space between you as their parent in order for them to go and thrive on their own.
Break-off moment.
It's a break-off moment. It's fascinating because otherwise, if they don't do that, then they're going to be under our metaphorical coattails for the rest of their life. So there is a push and pull that happens naturally, I think, in parenting, and it ain't comfortable.
No.
It's not
None of
comfy
it's not, no.
at all. No, I hate it.
Obviously, I'm a bit more like, I just kind of flow. I'm quite stern, I think. I'm quite, he's different. He's just different for me than he is for you because of that relationship.
Alex,
how
I
it
remember
goes.
my kids before, people used to go to me, what do you do? Is that magic? Because my kids would do something and I'd be like, and they go, I didn't say a word. But I had them well trained with the eyeballs.
Yeah.
And that was passed down from my mum to me. Thanks, mum. And then I'm going to probably pass it on to my kids. And they're going to learn and go, my mum didn't hit us. She didn't do it, but she used to give us the look.
had the look.
You know, and it was
it.
the look. And I never smacked my kids, like, never. But now, if I look at my kids, Seb will go, all right, mum, kiss me on the head. It doesn't mean anything anymore. It doesn't hold the same sway
not
as
required.
it doesn't require. It's not
required
required,
anymore.
yes.
That's
It
fine.
changes,
That's fine.
right?
It's natural. I think as I think and that. So I get excited by all of these changes, and you know, because I see you develop as a leader, and you know, as hopefully one of your biggest champions. You know, I've seen you develop as a mum, as a leader. You know, from
CEO,
self-employed cleaner, you know, who dropped out of beauty college, right? Right, that's cool. That's fine. That wasn't working for you, and you literally worked your way into. You're now in a situation. You're, you know, like say you're CEO of a business that's growing and stable with a GM that's running that business inside out. You literally, you know, once a quarter sort of conversations. Like that's the level of leadership you've shown.
And a mum.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I find that quite exciting because I think it makes you a better leader because you're more focused when you're in the business because you have to be. So but I'm the world optimist. Don't forget. So
Yeah.
I'm
And
allowed
I do enjoy what I do. So I think obviously I don't do much for Silvertone because Nanny, our GM, does
She's
such
top
a
big up Nanny. She's an
incredible
amazing
job.
woman. Amazing woman.
Inspired to Ignite's different.
Yeah.
I'd say that's like my kind of full-time
You're in that.
role, and I've
You got me and Sam.
again I get the not just you and Sam anymore.
But
It's
you know what
not
I mean?
just you and Sam
But in
anymore.
leadership
Thankfully.
perspective, but do you know what I mean? Like you got to deal with that. Like we are mental. Like we are not easy to work with. Generally, I'm comfortable saying that. Yeah.
I think
Like,
it's getting
comfortable.
easier now that we're bringing in some
we're
more
scaling. Yeah.
So some more of the right people, but and like I do really enjoy it, and I've managed to because I do have the luxury of being flexible with my time. I'm fitting what I'd class as like a full-time role into a shorter period of time, but again that comes with the pressures of like having to be productive. If I have a day that's not productive, then like
Thrown.
all sorts goes out the window. But yeah, like I say, it's where it comes down to that contradiction again, where I do sometimes think, would a 9 to 5 be easier? And I'm like, well, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, is like, that's a really long time to be away from your children. And I'm not knocking that because I fully appreciate that's a reality.
For a lot
But
of
it's
people.
where when I'm then thinking, oh, you know, things are really hard or my week's really stressful, I'm like, well, I should be grateful for what I've got. And I think that then comes down to, like I say, again, probably the guilt of, am I wishing for something different sometimes? But I don't think I am. I think I am. I'm quite happy with the luxury of juggling that I have, but it just never
You
stops.
just think about what to think about all the time. That's the thing. It's right?
questioning.
It's always the
Yeah.
future. But that's nothing new. That's not.
But I also think there's a
You're always thinking about the future.
Yeah.
Like you're always worried about the future.
yeah, and I think there's a level of like the guilt of not being fully present in any of those things because all of them in their own right are probably things that I could give all of my time to, and I'm not giving all of my time to any of them. So I think that's a feeling that comes up sometimes is just that I'm not fully present in anything ever.
So it
I
can
don't
ask a
think you're being a bit
question.
harsh on yourself, but fine.
Yeah, and actually, it's a question that I think that you've been really honest and transparent in your feelings today, which I really respect. And you and I always have deep and meaningful conversations. This is
Just
why
don't
I love
see
this
you
community.
anymore,
We don't
ever.
see each other, I know, but when we do, it's like straight back in, right? Like, and we need to make sure that we do make that time. We can tell I'm no longer a social entrepreneur because I don't see anyone anymore.
Yeah.
I'm in
Oh,
a
well,
9
I'm
to
a mum,
5
I'm not
love.
one-
Remember, see what happens when I'm
I'm
in a
not
9
in
to
town
5
all the
job and
time.
I'm being paid a job now. It's a very different thing. I have to, you know. And is it fair to say that the answers to those questions or those challenges or those multiple truths or contradictions that you talk of exist regardless whether or not you think about them or not?
Yeah.
And so therefore, I think it's one of those elements, and this, again, it's from a mental health perspective. Especially guilt is probably one of the most useless emotions we could ever have. It don't give us nothing. You don't get no answers from it.
Proper
There's no
rubbish one,
movement
innit?
for it. It sucks. But we are all human, and therefore the job or the work comes with recognizing that that's how your mind works and interjecting in it. You know, who was I talking to earlier on about calling anxiety Mildred? Who was it? There's been a lot of people I've been speaking to, so I can't remember.
I remember
But we were
Linda,
talking
no,
about
it was someone else.
somebody said I have anxiety and this is what happens, and I said, you know, anxiety is designed to try and keep you safe. The problem with anxiety is that it's kind of overrides situations that should not be scary and starts to manifest itself in everyday behaviours. And when I've lived with anxiety before, I've used my anxiety as a person, and mine's called Mildred.
All right.
I'm like, all right, Mildred, I appreciate you. You're there.
Do what
I understand what you're trying to do for me right now, but you need to back the hell off. I've got stuff to do. Or leave me be, Mildred. I'm done. I don't need you now. Do you know what I mean? So it's to recognise that you can't do anything about the thoughts, but what can you do going
That's that
forward
CIA
in terms of...
thing Kevin
Yes,
was talking
CIA,
about.
yes.
I like that.
Yeah, did you like that, did you?
I do like
What's in your control? What's your influence? What do you just have to accept?
Yeah, I'm beyond this.
Yes, he's tired. He's
Yeah,
tired.
we're beyond that.
We're nearly there. No, he's nearly there.
I'm good. I'm here. I'm here. I'm just not much used to anyone.
We're all right. It's
Largely.
10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. We are nearly there.
Fine. So, Christine, then what would you say to? Because the other thing is, you've struggled to find other mums.
Yeah, I did really struggle with that.
So, when you struggle to find other mums, and we had a brilliant. I don't know if you heard Francesca.
Oh, I didn't. I caught like the very end of Francesca and
It's a
Michael.
prime example, and I think it applies anywhere, and it definitely applies to you. Which I don't think it's something that you've tried yet. But maybe we need to flip it and say, well, actually, this is who I am. This is, you know, there'll be other mums that have got businesses and situations like you're in that also feel like they haven't got that community, that peer. And I know you look for it. You spent quite a lot in the first year looking for it. Yeah,
I
apps
think
and all
I
sorts,
did.
like
So
Mother's Walk. It was like Tinder for mums.
I feel like
Honestly, it was like that.
no. So I feel like
It was
I
like swipe left and right. Wow.
so it's the Peanut app, which is basically like
Yeah.
I
Tinder
think it's a
for
great
mums.
idea.
Exactly,
but
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
bit weird, isn't it?
And like I'd sit on it, and
Honestly, it's a big problem. It was a big challenge.
I'd start up a conversation, and then like I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't say I put huge amounts of effort into doing
you
it.
didn't, no, you didn't. But you were
So there is
curious.
there's a mums walking group, and I went and joined them for a walk once. And even one of the conversations I remember happening was with one of the women walking around, and she asked me about like my pregnancy and my birth. And I again, I'm really, really fortunate that I had a lovely pregnancy.
Crazy, isn't it?
I was a significantly nicer
In and out in like
person
that
whilst
half hour.
pregnant.
Yeah.
My sister reminds me of that all the time, how much nicer I was pregnant. I had a really easy birth,
Yeah.
and largely, we've got quite a good
We're
one.
pretty blessed, right? Yeah.
We've got, we haven't had any real touch wood because he's 3 and like there's
Otherwise,
like a
long
lot of
way
life
to
left. But then I was like, and how was yours? And oh my God, she told me this story about how she was like near death and it was horrendous. And I was like, oh. And the guilt. I felt so guilty that I'd had such a good experience. So I'm like, that was then a really uncomfortable conversation because I'd just unloaded how like wonderful it was and that it was really nice. She's like, yeah, this was it for me. And I was like, that's awful.
That's that one then.
That's really awful.
Swipe right or left, whatever you do.
Don't really know where we take this conversation
Yeah,
now.
that's,
So let's
that's
just
so
keep walking.
funny. Like hearing it from your perspective of everything was great. Like, I don't know why people expect you to share your deepest, darkest, most painful and traumatic experiences, and if you don't, then it's like, oh, what
Yeah, it's
happened?
interesting.
It's very strange.
So, what would you say to another mum in your position? Because you talked a lot about what you don't know and what you think's wrong and what but like from the positive side of it, you like Henry's brilliant, right? Henry is like super awesome, and you like Inspired to Ignite in particular, which is one that you've put a lot of energy and focus in the last year, literally tripled its revenue last year, and you're the finance director, right? Like we're growing and scaling. A lot of that is, and if Sam was here, he'd back me up on this, is down to you. So you're doing something right, because Henry's he's intelligent, he's empathetic, he's fun, he's curious, he's very social. He eats well. He does as he's told, mostly for me, mainly anyway. You know, you're doing something right. So let's allow yourself a minute to actually talk about something positive about yourself. Would be nice, wouldn't it? What do you reckon?
It's not about
if you
being
want.
negative. It's not about
I'm not saying you're
being
being negative.
No. See, this is what happens
Go
when
on,
you get
Danny.
couples on here, mate.
It's like therapy when we get down
So
here.
you two, you know, what I think we have to do is ignite. It's about being okay with the feelings and the thoughts you have,
Yeah.
right? And that's absolutely fine.
I'm fine about it, but I want to make some friends.
Yeah, no. Well, I think what you've got, because actually when you were speaking about the swipe left Tinder thing, I thought what you was going to suggest was setting something up.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, even better.
You know, because we were talking to
Community,
Francesca about actually community.
I lost my train of thought.
It's okay, you're allowed. Because you've got 2 hours left, mate.
see.
Do you know what I mean? You've needed 24
You're right,
hours,
you
Alex.
should do that, yeah.
But you know, if there is
Entrepreneur.
if there is
Not adding it to
something
my
that
list.
it is
Not adding
that's
it to the list.
missing, and you've met other people, that's how community is built, right? You have a shared experience with somebody who goes, yeah, I found that really hard. My kids are a lot older, but I'm still a mum who was running a business. I've still got insight. I've still got experience. There are other people in town who would be interested in understanding the hustle and the juggle around maintaining, you know, a family, a home and a job and babies. There are a lot of women, not women who are necessarily in work perhaps, but those people who are running organisations might be the niche that it is. And I thought that was what you were
That's what I was. That's where I started. It felt like a long time ago.
Yeah. And who knows, it might happen organically, but I think for me, what would be helpful in the interim is to do that work around noise. It's just noise. A lot of it is just noise, and it's distracting. And so when we kind of listen to the noise, we then get distracted from what is obviously so amazing, because you're doing a brilliant job, smashing it.
Yeah, right.
You know, so yeah, massive shout out to you, girl. And yet, let's do coffee. Let's make sure it happens.
without a plus one.
And can we have a lay in tomorrow?
No, because I'm going to get up and take Henry to school. You can have a lay-in.
Yes.
But you've been up for 24 hours, so it's probably fine.
So it's allowed.
This once.
Allowed that one. To be fair, all the way, it's been tough this week, because all of the week this week, Henry's been really ill. Like he's been up all night, and Christine has slept in the other room with Henry to try to help me protect my sleep for tonight.
Yeah, too right.
And then I can't sleep because I feel guilty because I'm not trying to
Oh,
sleep.
good
This
Lord.
cycle is ridiculous, isn't it? Anyway.
No, see, me and Doug, see this again, communication, right? Me and my husband, when the kids were little, I slept in with the kids. He slept in our bedroom. And I slept in because he had to work. And I remember all these women, see, again, opinions, right? Get out of my face. This is not your life, it's mine. You're asking. People say to me, oh, do you not think that he needs to go and get the babies? I'm like, well, first of all, he breastfeeds. So unless he's got mammaries, you know, that can feed the babies.
Doug breastfeeds. I'm
That,
like, what?
well, no, that's the whole point, right? Yeah, one of the
shoulder boob.
yeah. And
From
people
that
would, but people were
I
literally
would
getting to
have
the
had a
point where
shoulder
they were
boob. I
going,
would have rated that.
why don't you go and get him to pick up the baby then, to bring him, because it's not equal. And I used to get really irate, because I'd say, first of all, he needs to go to work from 9 tomorrow morning until 5 o'clock in the evening to bring home money so that we've got a roof over our head. I haven't got a job. I'm at home. I'm able to move in and out with my kids. So I don't need him to do that. So we had an agreement that during the week he would sleep in our bed, I would sleep in, because we're blessed enough to have a separate room, and I'd sleep in with my son. And then when my daughter came along, that was a whole different ballgame. Because juggling, that was a lot. But it worked for us. And I think that's the thing, you've got to find what works for you and ignore everyone else's opinion. Because everyone's got something else to say, ain't they?
I was about to try and negotiate that deal, actually, but I won't try now.
No, don't
Go
try
show
it.
what deal?
Not the same deal, right?
Because the issue is we're both working.
I was going to
That's
say,
Yeah, well,
I
no,
don't
exact-
have the luxury of
exact-
But then,
That's
but
my
we
point.
mix it up. I think
Yeah.
like the week. So Sunday, for instance, we'll say, right, cool. This week, I'm like, right, okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm out of action. But actually, Thursday, Friday, I'm good.
Yeah, but that's your
fine.
compromise. And as Brené Brown said, If you're a Brené Brown fan,
Got this far without saying anything.
I'm not really a Brené Brown fan. I mean,
I
no,
rate her.
she's
I rate her.
alright. Do you know what I mean? I'm don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking her.
Yeah, I rate
Each their
some.
own.
She's got some good
I
ones.
do rate some of her stuff, but I also have challenges with some of her other
okay,
stuff.
nice.
Two truths can be held at once, right? That's my motto for today.
Yeah, I like that.
And it is that matter of it's who's carrying it. You know, it's I've got 80% this week.
That's that balance.
You're running on 20, or running on 40, running on 60. What can we do together? And that's relationship.
That's the balance.
I do think I don't vocalise as much. I don't think.
Not at all.
I could
Not nearly enough.
Maybe that's a
Not
choice
nearly
I'll
enough.
make.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should do that. Yeah,
Yeah, just
not
communicate
today
what you need.
or tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning.
Wednesday.
Do you want to
Or
get up?
Thursday. Yeah, I'm staying in Wimbledon until Friday, so let's schedule it for Sunday, shall we? Right, thank you,
It's been a
Christine.
pleasure, my love.
Thanks for
Yeah.
looking
Nice
after
to
us.
see
I'll be
you, my
here
darling.
for a while.
Yeah.
Hope you're feeding us as well. Huh? No, I don't. I might have a coffee or something. I'll have yeah. Whoa, nice. Well, you know, like, not to say we won't hit the target, but St Neots have committed to the 3 regardless.
They have. Oh, wow. When did you get that news?
Yeah, I knew that anyway.
Oh, okay.
But it was like, if we don't hit the target sort of thing, we can still get the rest sort of thing. So
Nice.
one way or the other, we're going to hit 4 or 5k. Right, it's good. It's blessed. And thanks, big up St Neots. And that conversation with Dom earlier was awesome. Yeah, I'll watch that back now. Yeah, you'll meet him properly. So. At Pesky Do-Gooders lunch is a new thing. Okay, right. You carry on. Jamie, you're up next, my man. Are you all right? Do you need carrying over? Do you need, like, sliding over?
Jamie, what did you bring? Did you bring some food?
He bought everything. He bought the whole of St Neots High Street takeaways.
We've got 25 workouts today.
Yeah, man. They smashed it, bro.
When was that?
Sit next to me, sit next to me.
I'll sit here, I'm over here now.
Yeah, we have some form of soft drink, like a lemonade or... Yeah, Christine, have a lemonade as well, please. Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. Yeah,
Thank you so much for staying.
Yeah,
Lovely seeing your faces in the audience. It's always there. It's lovely. Too right. Held on. How you doing, hun?
Yeah, good.
How long were your workouts?
45 minutes
Each.
I can't lie, there was a point when I was sat on an exercise bike thinking,
Oh, thank you.
What the hell?
yeah, I'm really not well.
Was it rough? I remember
No, it's good. No, I loved it. We'll talk about it more, man, but yeah, I loved it. Loved every second of it.
Nice, man. So for those who don't know, who are tuned in now,
Yeah.
what you been up to today?
Nothing, mate. Had a quiet day, really. just sat at home watching TV. No, so I've been at the wonderful Y Boston gym and completed 15 workouts in 15 hours. So
Sorry,
mate,
1 second.
come
We're
on.
doing milestones today.
Yeah, we've got a lot of milestones going on. 15. Incredible.
yeah, 50. I pulled up to the gym at 5:30 in the morning and left. So I don't even know what time it is.
We don't care.
Yeah,
know,
I think we're in good company, right?
You're in very good company, mate. You're all right.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was good and it was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And
good.
did you hit your target?
Yeah, smash my target.
Yes.
Well done.
Yeah, big up everyone that sort of donate. I'm blown away, really. You know, because like the time, and you guys will get this.
Yeah, January's hard.
Yeah, because of the time of year with everyone, no one's been paid since 2004. And yeah, to raise nearly 1,200 quid
Wow.
by just me going to the gym, like it's like I'm blown away. I'm so humbled by it, and I'm so thankful. And
But I think, but it's not just that, is it? Because because of what you've done for many years. There's always meaning when you speak up.
That's right.
There's always meaning when you speak up because of what you do.
Yeah.
And we had, I don't know if you saw it, Steve Greener was on this morning.
Yeah, I'll see it.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
the
Yeah,
little
yeah,
friend,
the
that was so
picture.
cute.
Yeah, I watched. I was on a bike watching that.
Is that right? At least you had something to listen to.
Yeah, no, it was nice. Like I've tried to watch when I can today.
Yeah.
I caught the two Dave Young. I caught
Yes.
oh my god!
Whoa!
What a
Peter.
what a
That was
powerful.
beautiful,
Who's the guy that sat here?
Pete Pops. Peter.
What
Oh,
a guy!
yeah.
So we're all like massively like praying for Peter tomorrow because he gets his.
Yeah, I saw. So yeah,
Tomorrow's the day. Yeah.
I was on a treadmill and I was watching it. I was just thinking, what a guy! Like, and this is how things work, right? Like I was massive. I nearly swore then. I was like massively in to my workout. I wouldn't say feeling sorry for myself because I've loved today. Thinking I'm a little bit tired, a little bit done in, and I listened to that guy, and it kind of. But no, they were brilliant, and obviously I caught a bit of Steve this morning, and
Yeah, it was nice.
it was really lovely to catch up with Steve last week. Actually, not seen him in a long time.
Who commented earlier said they went to the gym after coming in and smashed their PB or something?
Oh, somebody, Chris. Was it Gary?
Was it Gary?
Yeah, Gary Clark. Gary Clark.
Oh,
That's it.
wow.
Let's go.
That's what it's about, though. That's what today's all about, right? Like
Doing positive stuff.
the shared purpose of what's happening today.
Yeah.
With what you're doing, there's also big up Danny Queen Bee as well. She's been doing a big, you know, Danny.
Hi, Danny.
Yeah,
We still need to get
she's
that.
doing like
that meeting in.
17-hour.
Luke Newman's done some bits as well, right?
Yeah, it's good,
Yeah.
but that's what we need. Like we got to counter that narrative. Oh, can I have one of them, please? Sorry, you have to give me yours.
Is it your blankie?
Yeah. About time in it. I'm
I've had
going
my
into, like,
blankie all day.
No, I'm
dangerous,
I'm
though.
good, Christy. I
Do you want
think.
to share?
I have.
No, I
Luckily,
don't
I
get
haven't
too
got my
comfortable because
crocheting,
if I will.
actually.
Please share. I'll go big spoon, man.
Yeah, you go
Let's
big spoon. That's fine.
go. Let's go.
That's fine. I'll wiggle into you. You'll be
I
all right.
think I do think it's. Let's go. Whoa.
Guys, it's getting to that time of the evening now.
It's getting silly.
We've gone past the watershed, so it's
We've
fine.
got what's the watershed? We're well.
Brokeback Mountain.
Mate, we've been round 3 times.
Brokeback
mate.
Citizen Hub.
We've been broke round down there.
This is nice.
It's all right, isn't it? Do you like the setup?
Yeah, it's good.
Bit different, isn't it?
very
There's
lovely.
things that we've learned, and we'll figure that out for next year. I also don't think I'll do the. I think this is the last time I'll do the whole thing.
Did you just say next year?
Yeah, next year.
Can I
Or
just
24
say,
hours?
Yeah,
I'm so pleased this is back.
I'm pleased it's back, but I don't think I will. I think it'd be nice to see. I know Sam and I talked about it before, and Richard and I talked about some of the younger leaders that we've been developing.
Yeah,
in
amazing.
the initiative to give them maybe the platform to say.
Who's that young man you had on earlier? Ollie?
Ollie, yeah,
Ollie,
so I'd be
yes.
part of
Would he
that.
not be like the perfect person to do
Probably.
this?
He'd probably do it with doing star jumps for 24 hours. Like,
He goes to the
while,
gym.
while eating, avocados or something upside down on his
No,
head.
you see, I'm so pleased it's back.
No, I'm pleased it's back.
Yeah.
It's last year. It wasn't the time. There was other stuff going on.
Yeah, do you know what? Like so the onboarding call, I couldn't make it, so I watched it
Yeah.
back. And the first thing you said in that was I wasn't in the right headspace
That's right.
last year, and that's tied in with what I was talking to Steve because, like, let's be real, I took a step back from the whole. Are you okay, mate? Mental health, and the reason I did that was because I had a lot going on in my life, and whilst I enjoyed it and it was purposeful and I made an impact, that's no good if it damages me. It's no good if it takes away from me, because ultimately however wonderful everyone is in the community, ultimately my kids don't care about them. They care about their dad.
That's right.
And they care about what goes on in our four walls, and they care about what value I bring to the table as a father. And I'm not talking about new trainers on feet here. I'm talking about being present and actually dedicating time to them and not time to a screen. So that's why but I kind of felt guilty, and I don't know about you. Like, I kind of felt guilty from stepping back because it was like, Jamie's been so vociferous. What a word, vociferous.
I don't even know what that means
What
at
does
this
that
time
mean,
of
man?
night.
Jamie's been so vociferous
Sure,
in
man.
the past.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
And
but, yeah.
but like, and then
Sounds
all
like
of a sudden,
disease or something, like, what you got?
like nothing.
We got vociferous, mate.
Oh, yeah, I've got that as well. And then, but to hear you say that the reason you didn't do it was because things weren't like, it happens to us all,
isn't it?
right? And I think you do the right thing when you pull back.
But that would have ruined, like, I don't need to go into it. It just wouldn't have been a good experience for anyone if I'm just
Same.
So
Same.
And let's be selfish about that. I don't care.
Yeah.
Same,
Massive.
man.
Contracted that in.
And I wouldn't have done.
myself.
I wouldn't have done today if I did.
Yeah,
No.
no, well, exactly. Well, this is aligned. It's nice.
See, we've known each other for a while now,
Yes.
and I've been aware of, are you okay, mate? And we've done mental health for first training, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And seeing the trajectory of that, and remember the whole kind of getting town ready and the amount of effort that goes into not just the ideation around that. Check me using the word ideation.
What's that, disease?
I don't know. Yes,
You got
disease.
that? I got that one as well.
Yes.
It's like Pokemon over here. Collect them all.
I'll get you guys some ointment.
The ideas around building something of that magnitude with that impact, and you know, at initiative stage. I'm so proud to hear that you took a step back.
That's beautiful.
And I think the reason why it's so important to acknowledge that is because, especially in the mental health space, it gives you the reasoning behind stepping back from these things.
Do you know what it was as well? Like being in there, I saw a lot of people that could do a better job than me and were already doing it. And it was kind of like, that. It's not that I'm not going to be missed, but I've got...
You still be a champion and ally.
Yeah, of course, man. And
Yeah, you don't have to
I'm
do
still
it.
gonna... I can still care about it.
You just did it today.
Yeah, I can still care about it. I just don't need to be on everyone's Instagram story every 3 seconds. Do you know what I mean? No. And I did feel guilty about it, like so many times, because it was like, oh yeah, you fell off, you dropped away. Where are you? Like type of thing.
Redirected, as Dom would say.
And it was just it just wasn't right for me, man. It was just
No, we got this something that aligns us all. Is this today? I think.
Of course.
It is a special day. I think now we've done enough of it for it to become a special day, and
Very special day.
Builds another rhythm, another.
Absolutely.
So I'm excited. I want to be excited. I want to be excited. I'll probably just do the midnight hours actually, because that's the funnest bit. Like, next year, that's just like silly hours and just talk absolute nonsense. No one's watching. It's great. I'm likewise proud of you, man. And I've seen you in all sorts of spaces in your mindset, and you feel really nice, and you feel like you've got great energy about you right now.
Yeah.
Also, really proud of the work you've done on protecting your health. And how many years or days or months, or were you now?
So I'm coming
Alcohol-free?
up to 2 years, 7 months now without a drop of alcohol.
That's got to be.
Oh,
That's
come on,
gotta be.
milestone.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, love that.
Yeah, really proud of you, man. It's
Thank you.
beautiful. Do you know what we should do next year? Just to
Get pissed.
Well, I mean, we could do, I suppose.
Do you know what? That'd be game over for the town, man. If I was started to die my face, I don't bear thinking
we should do the football match. That was
Right.
really-
Well,
because Sam was talking about it the other day, and we should definitely do a charity football match.
Yeah.
Because we'd sell it out like easy.
yeah,
I'm not.
yeah. I'm.
Danielle's up for it.
No,
No, it's funny because
We
Like-
did the one the other year that was so much fun.
I loved it.
It was awful, mate. You were terrible. But I was particularly terrible. I missed it, so I was just trying to get sent off the entire game because I was so tired.
No, it was good. Do you know what though? Like, so whenever you've played football, like what I loved about that whole thing was it put me back in an environment. That,
You like being in the dressing room, didn't you?
oh
You
man,
like dressing room.
Bants.
Just back
Sweaty
in amongst.
blokes.
And I've started playing vets football this
Have
year
you
as
really?
well. Now, yeah, I've
Oh,
just started playing
nice.
vets
That's
football
good.
again, which is
Nice.
it's good. And the whole protecting my energy, you hit the nail on the head. Like that's what I've been doing for 2 years now. Just
You've done it.
I had to look inwardly. I had a lot going on in my life, man, that people outside of my four walls probably don't know about, and I don't care if they know about it. Like I don't want them to know. They don't need to know.
Yeah.
But there was a lot that went on, a hell of a lot that required me.
Yeah, focus.
Like required focus, and it required me to go. Yeah, do you know what? It's time to dig in and shut out the noise. And when you take that decision, you look at what's around you and what can go, right? So you look at what's sacrificial, and alcohol was number one because like I can talk honestly now, right? Like I didn't have a great relationship with alcohol. I hid it really well. Like I wasn't dependent, but when I drank, I didn't have an off switch. Like I could, if we went out Friday, I was going home Sunday. Do you know what I mean? And like it's not a good look for a 40-year-old bloke, and sadly there's thousands of people that are, believe me, I know there's thousands of people in the grip of alcohol addiction. It's disgusting, and like I feel so sad about it. But it was like, can you let that go? And one thing I've again made a real effort to pride myself on was discipline. Was like, can you? The true measure of a man is doing something long after the moment you've said you'll do it in has passed. So New Year, New Year, new me, bozos, right? Like, no, they go, oh, I'm going to give up drinking, but that's because you're in a good mood because it's January 1st. Tell me,
nice to say that.
Yeah, it feels nice. Or I'm going to go gym, but can you? Or I'm going to climb a mountain, and it's the discipline to actually do that. And I was like, I don't want to say locking because like I think RJ's watching this and he'll be like, oh, he'll cringe.
Yeah, RJ.
But I just wanted to like just.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it, just do it. Like,
don't need to pronounce it. You don't need to tell everyone about it.
No,
do it.
Just make it non-negotiable. No, what I'm saying, Danny, is I just made it non-negotiable, and then what it gave me is it gave me this it started to under. I found it starting to under the giving in the truth that this. I'm talking about the being sober now.
Yeah.
It started to underpin so much other stuff in my life. Yeah. So, like, it would be the point of like if someone asked me for help. Yeah, cool, man. Like, yeah, call me. I'll help you. Previously, oh look, red button. I might not come, but now it's like, yeah, okay. Like, I'll come and help you because the mood, the moment's gone, but the words are still there. Yeah. The promise is still there. And then it led into the gym and everything that I done today and everything I'm going to pay for the next week. I think.
Love that.
No, but it was and. It's been the best thing I've ever done, and not just for me, not just for my boys, not just for my family, for everyone that's connected with me in any way, shape or form. They've got such a better version of me for that.
It's beautiful, man.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's like I've got my other reasons for doing it that I will keep personal because people that know me, right? They know.
That's no need for that.
And it just, it's been a powerful thing. It's been so powerful.
That's awesome, man. That's great.
And I always, like, every time we do these, like every time I catch up with people I haven't seen in a while, I like to think that they're getting a bit of a better version of me than they knew before. Because growth's important as a person. Next time you see me, can I be a better person? Can I have done this? And yeah, it's just looking after yourself though, right? And protecting your own energy, because once you start to protect your own energy, you protect those around you.
Ripples.
Yeah. And as a dad, as a full-time single dad as well, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I'm raising 2 men. And whilst we can talk about mental health and all that, and that's amazing, but I've also got to give them an example on how to live their life. I'm not saying turn them away for alcohol. If you'd have seen the state of RJ a few weeks ago, when I picked him up from a party, when he got in the back of my car, stinking of vodka. But it's not that. What I'm saying is, like, being an example to say, look, do you know what? If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it.
That's the key. That's the bit. It's the intentions and the follow through.
Yeah, of course.
That's right.
It's so important to anyone, to any friendship, to any relationship, whether it be kids or not. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, stand by your word. You want to be the person that says what they say and you follow
that
through
should
with
be important
it.
to you.
Of course it should.
Yeah, that's just good.
But that's what
good humans.
That's what I'm saying. Just have stuff in your life that underpins.
The defaults. I think I talked about earlier is like, it's the defaults for me. So when you talk about, like, I know you use the word standards or... for me, when you say it becomes a foundation, then it becomes, like, for me, it's a default. So, like, my defaults this year, because I stripped back my whole overcomplicated digital detox process.
Yeah.
To, if I am feeling overwhelmed or I'm really tired, my defaults are protect my 8 hours sleep. That's really important. Like, I know if I have my 8 hours sleep, I can deal with pretty much anything. Work on signals, not noise. So pick 3 to 5 signals. So I have to make progress every day, right? Even if I'm overwhelmed, I've got to make some progress.
Yeah.
And then the other my third thing was about saying, no, not this season. I get massive FOMO. I've got a big FOMO situation going on. Like no job centres let me in. Like whatever is going on, I want to be involved. Let's go. So switching that mindset to saying
need to always be involved though.
No, exactly. But what I'm saying is like I can say yes, but not this season. It still allows me to say the words yes,
but not now.
But not now. And those defaults are really important to me for a foundational level this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I say that word default. I don't know. I've got some attachment to it this year.
Yeah. So I'm like that with with everything that I worked on this year. I also my toleration levels. Is that right?
Tolerance levels.
My tolerance levels for bullshit just went. No, do you know what I'm saying? Though?
Yeah,
like my tolerance levels for general bullshit from day to day people went because I wasted so much energy on just we'll pass the watershed.
Yeah,
right? I've wasted so much positive energy on just shit. Well, not positive energy on shit, worrying about shit, dealing with shit, talking shit. Like, and no, but I did though, Danny. Like, I'm being real.
It is tough being a Tottenham fan.
Yeah. How long, right, have we been on here?
I was going to be Arsenal shouting earlier. I thought it'd be too brutal. You're so bad.
Anyway, mate, trust me. I think that's the one tolerance level that I can't get rid of. I'd sack that nana mama. No, but like I'm saying, like talking shit as well. But that was me as well, like talking shit, and it was just Jamie, just fucking wrap up, mate. Like. Sorry, I've probably just said about 90 swears in a second. But no, it's like, Jamie, just wrap up, mate. Like, actually stay true to the standards you hold in your head. Because I've always held this set of standards within me.
You've never lacked ambition, have you? Like, you've never lacked ambition. As long as I've known you, you've never lacked ambition to be not even just for yourself, but to be a contributor to a cause or be part of the team or whatever you want to be in amongst the winning team.
Yeah, of
whatever
course.
That means. You've always held that as long as I've known you.
Yeah, definitely. And it was just like, just cut away the noise, man. But stop the noise from yourself as well. Like, that's important. I think a lot of people, when they go, I've been working on myself, they go like all the positive shit, right? They're like, I've stopped drinking, I've stopped smoking, I've stopped snorting coke, I've stopped doing this. But have you also stopped all the bullshit? Like, have you actually looked in the mirror and had a conversation with yourself? The hardest thing you can do is criticize yourself. Do you know, like, when you go, like, that conversation in your own head of why you're a bad person, it's hard, man. Like, it's hard. It's like, what are you doing wrong in your life? Because, like, again, through everything that's gone on in the last 2.5 years, I'm not blameless, I'm not faultless in a lot of it. And that was hard for me to hold myself to account.
So what, with that though, like just like I don't know about. I'm not sure whether I would have that conversation ever with myself. Maybe wrong.
I hope you don't.
No, but I will have that conversation, but probably just in a different frame. I would talk about where my energy is spilling without my permission, or where I'm not actively saying yes to something. I would do these sort of things.
I'm just sitting there, I was like,
but I don't know. I like the. I don't know. I think that's is that a stoic mindset again? I'm not really. I'm maybe a little bit too.
I'm stoic. I mean, I've been sitting here listening to this conversation. It's great, and I understand like the whole Monday thing, the whole like January thing, and the whole bit. I don't do none of it. No. Like whatever I was the day before yesterday, or the day before was what I am today, whatever. Because I can't muster up the energy, and I don't want to muster up the energy. And there's nothing wrong with me. I am imperfect. I'm an imperfect human, and I'm not asking permission or proving anything to anyone. God, you can tell I'm tired, can't you? Like, seriously.
That's right though, man. Like,
it is right, but it's taken a while to get there. I'm 46. I'm 46 years old, and I'm like, this has taken a while. And I can imagine that there was times before when, must do this, must do that, must journal, and we talked earlier on about like, using apps and stuff. I love using paying my £24.99 for my Headspace app.
Yeah.
And I don't actually meditate with it, to be fair. Like I said earlier on, I put sound ADHD, on it.
I can't meditate.
Flipping love it. And I've just, and the sound, people go, oh, that's a bit expensive for 24. It's my £24. It's mine. Like, so I'm not entering into a dialogue with you, babes. This is not an opinion. Do you know what I mean? But these are the things that I use. And, you know, we're talking about alcohol. Dry January, never. But there will be dry weeks. And then there'll be a very wet week.
A few showers. A few showers.
Yeah. And then another 3 dry. There is no set. And I think that we are in such a society where, and you were talking earlier on about the measurements of your watch. Were you sleeping? We are asked to prove and follow protocol and process for.
But who for?
Pretty
The
much.
timeline?
I don't know. Yeah, I ain't got a clue. Yeah.
For the social contract,
Yeah,
that someone
forget
forgot
that.
to write expiry on. That's all.
Yeah, do you know the whole dry January, sober October thing? Do you know, like, and another thing that I've got is, like, if it works for someone, it works for someone.
Amen.
I've become so because I can sit here and be honest and say, I wouldn't say judgmental.
No, we all judge.
Yeah, I was very judgmental in a sense that I believed that there were certain things you had to do. And from now, if something works for someone, it works for them. Brilliant, pat them on the back. But the whole sober October, dry January thing, I was chatting to a couple of young lads the other day who had just started on like their own sobriety. And I felt quite humbled by this. They asked me if I could give them some advice, because I was like, how long have you been sober for? And I was like, just gone over to 2.5 years. And they was like, what's your advice? And I was like, the only thing I could tell you is all I say to myself is I'm not going to drink today. I might drink tomorrow, I might not, but I know for sure. I know for sure I'm not going to drink today. And like I'm in, and like the only drink that you're in control of is the first drink. And what's the best saying in the world? You can only control the controllable, right?
Exactly.
But yeah, nice.
But can I just touch on that judgment thing? Because I love judging. Now, you might think that's controversial, but I'm going to challenge you, right? Every single human being in here judges.
Of course, yeah.
Everyone does. Yeah. Now, when I talk about judgment, people go, oh, but Danielle, you can't be judgmental. I judge all the time. The difference is I know the difference between being a polite human being that can keep my judgment to myself if it's not appropriate to share with somebody that's never asked me for it. Yeah. And actually it's because we can't, what we don't do in these situations is acknowledge the fact that as a human being, you literally cannot not judge. You cannot not judge. And what I mean by that is that if somebody walks down the road and you look at them, let's say, for example, beautiful Lynette with her beautiful blue hair, right? You've got somebody and you'll look at their hair, you'll look at their dress, you'll look at their face, you'll look at their whatever, and a judgment will pop up in your face. It categorically can't help it. And you'll either go, bloody hell, where'd that come from? Or you'll go, oh my God, Lynette, your hair looks beautiful. Either way, what's happened is you've judged, but it's almost as if we're only allowed to share
good judgments. The
good judgment, which is appropriate and adult and responsible. But by doing so, we ignore the fact that we all have negative judgments, but we have the power to not pass that on. And in fact, sometimes someone come in my mind and I'll be like, damn, but when we talk about mental health, remember we've also spoken, Jamie, especially to this, you are not your thoughts.
No.
We talk about the fact that you have thoughts all the time, and sometimes thoughts come in your head and you're like, bloody hell, where did that come from? You are not your thoughts. You don't have to act on them.
Chimp paradox.
You just can't help it. It's just the way your brain works.
For that book, like,
it's a brilliant book.
No, it keeps very good popping up. Like, you know, on Instagram stories, you get adverts all the time now. Like, it keeps popping up.
I think of Henry like the chimp paradox. I refer to his computer's broken sometimes.
My Samuel got given it at school. He got given it.
Really, I'm glad.
A teacher gave it.
I think it's a good start.
But it is
kids. Understanding.
Kids are amazing, right? When I first moved here, I'm going to tell you a really embarrassing story. Now, people find it embarrassing, and it talks to exactly what I've just said, right? Little boy, and I know his mum very well. There's not many black people in St Neots when I first moved here. Me and my husband now think that we're not unique anymore. Oh, there's another one. All right. Hi, how you doing? Because we were the kind of the first, like few people. And this little boy, I was at his house and he said to me, he was looking at me and he goes, "You've got a really big nose." And I went, "I know." And his parents now, if I could have bottled what his parents did, I would have used that as a prime example of what not to do when your children do this, right? Because I've got a wide nose. I'm a black woman from the Caribbean and our facial features are different.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. No right, wrong.
I'd never noticed.
He
Danny.
didn't go. Shut up, you. And he didn't go. Oh, what's wrong with your? He didn't do that. He said, "Haven't you got a big nose?" I said, "Yes, I have. I'm from the Caribbean, and this is what." And I said to him, Isn't your hair really white?" Because he's got really blonde hair. He goes, "Yeah." And we started talking. His parents, if the floor could have swallowed them, they were like, "Oh my God, I am so sorry." So what are you saying sorry for? He's just stated the obvious. I've got quite a wide nose. And then I said, "I take it you don't know many black people." And they're like, "No, not at all," kind of thing. I talk about that in terms of judgment. He just said what he saw. And it wasn't any maliciousness behind it. You can't judge it. But the way his parents reacted to that was he's done something wrong.
That's the innocence
and
of
it's
children,
the innocence of situations.
It's
So,
like,
it's
like my
it's
youngest boy.
fascinating.
How am I going to be politically correct in a word this?
I don't know, but we don't care anymore, really.
No, but I care.
Don't know, we might. Depends what you're saying.
Yeah, actually, if I had to say that, yeah. Let's take that back.
she's-
I don't know what he's going to say.
Dude, she's so judgy, man. Like, she's so
Yeah,
judgy.
no, it's
Be
cool.
careful.
Judge this.
She's so judgy.
Right, so when my youngest boy, I think it could have been about 4 or 5, we was in co-op, and someone who's similar to Warwick Davis, there we go, that's the best way I can word it, walked around the corner, and my little boy went, "Daddy, that man's only half a man." And you talk about the ground swallowing you up. I went, "Samuel, you can't say that about her."
What do I say? Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough of that. Do you know what I mean? And but he did, like
don't
kids,
know. You remember
he
that.
weren't being judgy, was he? Can I ask you two a question?
Yeah, one more, because we've got to let that on.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Picture his face.
Addicted.
Go on.
Are you okay, mate? Dan, he's got one mic. He's just got right. Let's go all night. Mate, I've done 24 hours, bro.
Yeah, I've done 15 hours.
He has.
I have. I've been looking forward to this all day. It's kept me going.
Go on,
Yeah,
go
go
on,
on.
Don't take it away.
Go on,
Give us a
Jamie.
question.
No, right. Okay, cool. So
What
where
sort of
do you
response you gonna
two
get?
where do you two stand on being humbled?
Being humble.
Humbled. So something happened in your life that humbles you.
Where do I stand? What, philosophically or like?
Whatever answer you want to give me, Alex.
I think it's. I wish I'd had more humbling. When we had Lewis, so a couple of people have caught me today. Lewis was one of them. The first one that really caught me. Almost as he walked in the door, actually. Something that we've been talking about a lot at the moment. We're doing some and actually, I think you'd be a really good person to have a part of this conversation. So it really exciting happened. So Sam did his TED talk.
Yeah.
It takes a nation to raise a child. I got connected in through a conversation about the future of masculinity, and there's some really interesting work being done around like Men and Boys Policy Institute, stuff that's happening in the States. Well, I got to meet Gareth Southgate's business partner. So happens to be from Wimbledon. I got a lovely email. Gareth Southgate has sat and watched Sam's TED talk.
Oh wow.
Which is lovely, and Sam's like buzzing, you can imagine, right? So we're having these conversations. The reason I bring this up, they're asking us, what do we think? Because we have predominantly, within the Aspire to Ignite community, lads, lots of them. Like, probably 75-80% of the young people we work with are lads. I think there's a lot of reasons for that, but that's what it is, right? And Sam's sport. What Lewis does, and the reason I'm bringing Lewis up, one of the things I said about Henry, the first thing I want to do is get him in martial arts. I want him to be humbled. I want you to learn how to lose, my man. I think it's really important. So I think it's really important. I'm yet to be humbled. Just joking. I'm just joking. It's a terrible joke. I am actually yet to be humbled. I can do anything. Joking. Like, I do wish I was humbled earlier, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
I think it's really important to be humbled.
Yeah.
And that might be in a fight, getting their ass kicked, like
in
for
life,
fun.
though, man.
I've been humbled a few times in business. That's
The
for
only
sure,
reason
isn't it?
I ask, sorry, Danny, I didn't let
Oh,
you
yeah, you
answer.
answer.
Sorry, no,
What are you
go on.
saying there?
The only reason I ask is because
That's a late night response, by the way.
it's really pertinent. Another great word.
Love that word.
It's really pertinent to what's happened to me over the last 2 years.
What does that mean?
Like I've been humbled.
Present, like now.
Like just in general, like I've just been humbled massively through stuff that's gone on in my life, and I'm so thankful for that humbling, because I think the human ego It's so dangerous, and we've all got one, and it can get away with you if it doesn't get checked. And when I'm talking about humbled, I'm not being talked about smacked in the face.
Yeah.
Because no, I'm not there because I'm massive. But, no, I'm joking. There's going to be a geezer out there in a minute, isn't there?
Go.
Yeah, no.
Josh Phelps is playing out there.
No, I'm on about. He ain't got a bad bone in his body.
Oh, I know. He was on earlier, it was
yeah.
funny.
No, I'm on about just life in general, man. And there was lots of experiences that I had in a really shit 3 months that humbled me. I'll share one, the others I'm not. I nearly died in October. And when I say nearly died, I'm not exaggerating. I nearly died. I nearly carked it. So I choked. You're allowed to laugh at this bit. I choked on a chicken ball.
You do know that I used to run a first aid training company. I ain't laughing.
So
You've seen a choke ball
no,
worse.
yeah, so well, there you go. Actually, I'm talking to the right person. So I was eating the Chinese, believe it or not, and I was looking at my phone while I was pissing about on my phone whilst I was eating.
Laughed.
And I just breathed in. I put a chicken ball, but I choked, Danny. And when I say it went to the back of my throat, a normal person would go and cough it out. I tried to swallow it.
Yeah.
And it went in. Yeah, I laughed and all. And where'd you get your kicks? Casually. And yeah, I tried to swallow it and it went in a little bit, and then I tried to swallow it again and then it went in a little bit, and then by that time I didn't breathe. And what shouldn't you do, Danny?
Well, you shouldn't put your fingers down your throat.
What did Jamie do?
Put your fingers down your throat.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I ended up pushing it into my stomach.
Yeah.
But I knackered all the back of my throat.
Yeah. So can I just stop you just for a second there?
Yeah.
Because this confuses people. People choke when you have something lodged in your esophagus, all right? Now, what's fascinating is your esophagus is that bit at the back of your throat, and you have that flap that goes down and allows you to swallow. So when you swallow, it closes, spit goes in your stomach and not your lung. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what happens when you get food that goes in your lung?
Well, I lost it.
You won't catch it. I'll tell you
I'll have a
on
look at the
Wednesday.
replay.
But you get the food go down the
picture.
back of the throat, and if it goes down the right hole,
Yeah.
which is the wrong hole, which is your esophagus, your throat closes around it to stop it from going in your lung.
Yeah.
Now, what you talk of is that it was in the right hole.
Yeah.
It was just too big.
That's it, yeah.
And
So that sounds really dodgy. But what
like
it
Dave's
does,
conversation
yeah,
earlier.
no, exactly. But what it does, it pushes on your air pipe, and that's the bit that stops you from breathing.
Yeah,
so
so-
you were able to push it.
So
into your
I
stomach.
physically pushed
Yeah.
it into my stomach, but by doing so, I absolutely
rammed your throat.
annihilated my throat. And
Did it swell
then
up?
my throat all swelled up, and brilliant NHS. I took myself to RJ, called an ambulance.
Yeah.
And they went,
Can he breathe?
but no, they went, can he breathe? We went, not really. And he was like, right, we'll get him on the sofa. We'll be with you in an hour.
Yeah.
And
He's breathing.
And RJ was like, well, yeah, he'll be dead. So I drove myself to hospital, like dying, like the amount of spit that I was producing. So then I got into hospital, got taken into resus. Had to have like my airway opened up, and then after that, I lost my voice. Like, I sounded like Sean Dyche initially. It was wicked. I like proper sounded like Sean Dyche. I proper sounded, but then my throat closed up again, and I nearly died. And so when I say about humbling, like that happened to me, and I remember being sat in hospital. I got blue lighted to Peterborough, and Peterborough's not far, is it? 25 miles. It felt like 2,500 miles because I'm a single dad with nobody else. My mum has been very poorly, extremely poorly. So my boys couldn't rely on my mum. They couldn't get to see me, and I was sat, and I didn't know. Like genuinely, there was a point that I didn't know if I was making it out of it. And when I say humbling, it was like, do you know all of them times when you thought you was really big bollocks?
You got humbled by a chicken ball, mate.
You got hung, and yeah. So don't go to the Yinhua. It's the story. It's the moral of the story.
Mate, what's going on?
Jamie, I can't cope anymore. Look, to the end of the night. Oh my God.
The chicken ball was the best bit, I think.
What?
No,
Honestly, man, lovely to have you on. Always.
it was really nice to see you.
Let's get better lines for next year's campaign and do some big stuff together.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because this is my favourite Monday of the year now. So that's how it goes.
Mine was. I've not stood up yet.
Yeah, okay, fine. You just stay there if you want. Lynette's on next. So.
Well, I've got 2 seats.
Yeah,
you
Lynette,
can
you
come
gotta
join
get
us,
involved.
Lynette.
Come
Like,
on.
seriously, Jamie's
Lynette's
not going
up.
anywhere.
Right.
He's
Someone's-
having a bit.
Our final.
Someone's got to
And-
carry me to my car.
Mate, you just got to shut up, chill out.
Yeah, you're all right.
Just chill.
No, I do need to get home. I need to go to bed.
Oh, you're going home now?
I will go. I will love you and leave you. I do want to stay.
Oh, good
What's
lord.
to say? Okay,
I
she's making an
can't.
entrance.
Oh, let's go.
I can't sing.
Well, I ain't singing.
I can.
Shit, Jamie always sings. Look, come on.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I can't.
No. How's it working? What's it like?
You know this is the end of the night when I'm dancing with a bit of pizza.
What have I come into?
Who is that?
What?
What is it?
What?
I don't understand what's happening.
What?
I like the tunes.
What's this?
Hello?
We've officially all lost it now. That's it, we're all like,
Sound like Alvin. How do you talk? How do you talk into this? Oh, you press that button.
One entrance.
I sound like Alvin and the Chipmunk. What? It's for 3-year-olds. Hello. What the? Brother, it gives them nightmares.
Yeah, this will give you.
No, that was sick. No, I do. I need to go. I do need to go.
That's our thing. It's running out of battery now.
Oh,
That's it. You're done.
I won't sleep till.
That's all you get.
One entrance. Lynette has arrived. The final and best guest ever turns up. That's it. She's just done.
Wow.
That's
Message.
it.
What's the message? What's the
yeah,
message?
see, no, things are starting to now look like a dream.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, what's the message there, Lynette?
happening.
Right. Okay. So,
Yeah.
what's
You're getting there. You're in there.
Right.
Somewhere.
I'm gonna go.
All right, fine. All right, you
Yeah.
go to the toilet. You go.
I'm going home.
Mate,
Lovely to
appreciate
see
you, man.
you. Lovely to see you.
Yeah, appreciate it, brother.
Just if Arsenal win the lot, don't put anything on your socials, please.
Mate, it's done.
They're going to win, isn't it? They're
of
going to
course
win the
it
league. And the
Yeah.
Champions League, and the League Cup, and the
Yeah,
FA Cup.
We're gonna win it all, and then we're gonna vibe under them.
Shame about it.
I can't even shake. I don't know how to shake. I'm like all like I'm like seized up.
I'm going to sit on the road.
That's a whole different vibe.
Where are you going to sit?
What time is it? Sweet. Yeah, just sit. Just sit. You can have a wee break. You come back. All right.
Hello.
All right.
All right.
Okay, I see. It was nice to
that-
see the kids earlier.
I know.
Did they enjoy it? It was a bit deep, was it? Or they were
It's
right?
amazing.
I can't remember which ones they were here for. I saw Sam's was like in it. He was quite zoned in on.
It was
whatever
amazing. So it was the prostate cancer. So we've just sat at the dinner table tonight talking about how important it is to check and
Nice.
to check your walnut.
Yeah, check your walnut.
Check your walnut. And Rosie was asking, is it common? Like, is it only men? And we had so many conversations.
Great.
It was amazing.
That's
it was
nice.
amazing.
That's a good conversation.
So yeah, I think because Sarah messaged me and she was like, "Oh, was they okay with that really hardcore
Yeah, 'cause
conversation?"
it was.
And I was like,
Yeah, but they were right.
yeah, they were incredible. Sorry, I'm just destroying everything. Of course I am. That's going to end up going down. Is that the
Well, it's
right
'cause
volume?
Danny
Is
just
that the right
hugs it.
volume?
So she just like does this thing, and she just like hugs it.
Okay.
I think she just got. I don't know why.
Do I have to hug it? I don't know.
I don't think so. I'll just sit on that one.
First,
Yeah, beautiful. That's so lovely. Have you seen his TikTok? Ah, it's beautiful, man. Yeah, he's a good guy. Big up family. Big up family. Yeah, they're good guys. Yeah, lovely people, man. That was lovely. Did you see it, Christine? No, it's very cute. Very cute. I don't know. I've got no battery left on my phone, so I kind of. He did a whole. Have you seen it?
which one?
So Harrison Lee.
Yeah, family.
He came in earlier and gave us these flowers. I thought, that's lovely. He was filming while I was doing it. I was like, that's just nice. That's it. And I see him outside when I was having a break earlier, and he showed me the video. He said it was Blue Monday this morning, and he'd done this whole video.
Yeah.
He'd given his mum flowers, his dad, his brother, his nan, his receptionist, you know, and then Grace, and then me. And then make a little video of it. It's nice.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah, and made a lovely donation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's start. Let's have a conversation.
Yeah,
Do you have a? So I find it a
Yeah.
bit weird you're here on the last one, because usually it's very emotional when you're here.
Yeah.
But I don't. But
I
I
don't
also
feel comfortable at the moment.
Well, you get comfortable first.
I feel a bit like.
There's too many cushions. That's why
Yeah.
we've over cushioned this. There's a lot because we're like slumping, so we're like down here
That's
now.
better. Are you gonna
You-
come
where
sit
you're
next to
not-
me,
are you
Gord?
comfy?
This keeps flopping down as well.
Danny's hugging it up. Is that right? Have you been doing it all day? Have you been doing it all day? Let's put you a five. I thought you were just hugging it. I was like, I wonder why Danny's hugging this mic all day. I thought that was like something you were enjoying.
Sorry, you're all right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Taking,
No.
taking up all the
you.
space. Lex was going to bring down a big banner with like, "Hello, Mum." So like a lot on
I was
GMTV.
waiting for some banter. I did hope to see some Moonies.
I
I wanted to see some Moonies.
Last guest.
know. I would have
of the
moonied, but
evening.
obviously the house with the kids, and that wouldn't have gone down very well. Not very professional.
We could all just Mooney to finish. As the
could.
stream closes, just moon. That's probably not wise, is it?
It's
I was
hard
saying
to,
it's-
like, look over
Yeah,
at
no,
you.
I know. It's a bit difficult. Maybe I'll go
Not
sit
very
over there. Let me go
brilliant.
sit
Yeah,
over
go on.
there. That
Yeah,
way
you
we
sit
can-
here. Let's finish up in here, Danny. We haven't sat on
Up
the
in
same
here,
sofa yet.
up in here.
Yeah, we're little blankies. We're in like comfort mode.
Yeah.
We're full comfort mode.
We are.
innit?
Oh, it's a different perspective from here, isn't it?
You like it?
Yeah, it's quite nice.
It's very
Last call of the
distracting.
evening.
Very distracting though.
Hello. Congratulations on the 24 hours here.
Yeah,
Well
Right.
done. Amazing.
He just took that. He was like, "Yeah, sweet. Cheers, mate. I've been home and sleeping for like 8 hours."
It's nice.
I was just saying, Lynette, usually when Lynette comes on, Lynette in previous years, I think because of just all the context of the different stuff that was happening independent of each other and sometimes together in a way, the transformation of the relationship that we have.
Yeah.
Historically, Lynette walks in, bleh, just like, bleh, just gone. Whereas this year, when I saw you booked the last slot, I was like, yeah, that's cool. I think that's kind of fitting because actually,
Yeah.
you've been on an awesome
It's different
journey.
vibes this year.
Yeah, different energy.
You
Yeah.
got it.
Well,
You got that energy. It's nice.
so at the beginning of all the other sessions, you've said, "What are you here to do?"
Yeah.
And so originally I was going to talk about resilience
Yeah, we didn't read
and
any
all
of
that
that.
kind of stuff.
Anyone
Is there a warning on swearing? I'll try not to swear, but you know it's hard.
Jamie killed that.
Okay.
Jamie killed that.
So, and there's a lot around that as well. But what I wanted to do is like tell a little story about impact of the Citizen Hub, because ultimately that's what we're here to
Yep.
support. And I think because I've obviously got notes because my brain doesn't work.
Fine, you
Otherwise,
go
I'll just
wherever you want,
going blah, blah, blah. So I think I'm a very heavy user of the hub, probably in all of the elements of the services. So I just want to tell you
Yeah,
what, that,
you are
what
like
that means
prominent
to
figure
me,
here.
and with the
What was
hope
it? You
that
say user though.
a heavy user of the hub.
Okay.
And I saw that the total is really, really good. And
Oh, it's amazing.
And it's amazing.
Ridiculous.
But I was hoping that we would get to the 6
We'll get there.
by now. So I'm hoping that if there's anyone who's watching going, that's been flipping brilliant today. And if anyone's been down, I'm just hoping that they can just go 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. And with a few 20s,
That'd be lovely.
that will hit 6. Because that'd be lovely for you guys.
That'd be lovely, yeah. Well, we can start regardless, but that will be lovely. Yes, thank you.
You're going to start?
We got
Yeah,
enough
the
money
work,
to
yeah.
start.
I
We can
was going
start
to
the work,
say, you're not going to start another 24 hours.
Yeah, we're gonna start.
Just let me sleep 5
Go.
minutes.
Okay. So
Just stay here until we get there. No,
Yeah.
that's lovely.
I just wanted a little story.
So the money is one thing, and I know a lot of people say this when they do these sort of things. I've looked at it a couple of times. We chat. it's really appreciated and needed. By the way, it's not easy to do this stuff, right, Grace? Let's look at it, Grace. It's not easy to afford this stuff, but it's important. But I think what this campaign has been all about, and has always been all about, has been those two words about speaking up. So you're actually the power, the impact. What's the put a price on some of the stories we've even heard just today?
Yeah.
Today, people leaving here and doing something magical, or people feel like they can belong in here. The stories they've told, the permission they've given to people listening at home or in the hub, that pays like dividends. Like
It's almost priceless, isn't it?
It's so complete. Like honestly, like money. I've learned this. Money is money. We always figure it out.
But it's not the thing.
It's not the thing,
It's not
and
the
this is not
thing.
the reason why. So, one, I don't want you to put that pressure on yourself for a start.
Okay.
We don't need that, do we? That's not why I said I sent these emails out or messages out saying, "Hey, I want you to come and speak up with us." I didn't send it to hundreds of people, by the way.
No, I know.
Because either because of the journey you've had with Speak Up, or because the journey that you're having as an individual that I think will inspire someone or give someone hope or bring something to the world that are listening now or when these are clipped off and whatever else. So tell us whatever the fuck you want to tell us, but don't do it for money.
No. Okay. Thanks, Alex. So
But if you haven't donate.
But that is a prime example of how you and the team here make people feel really safe. And it's ridiculous because we have like a lot of levels of difficulty in our family at the moment. We really do. It's got more difficult, and I feel like the last kind of 6 months we've almost been through the Duchenne diagnosis again, which has been really tough, and I'll explain a bit more about that. And I have got permission to talk about that as well.
Yeah. But you also have permission to stop if it feels. We got time. We have time.
Yeah.
By the way, we've got some time, so you take your time.
Yeah.
And there's some.
That's fine. It's fine. Thanks, mate. Thanks,
that
mate.
was actually really not very nice. Sorry.
But so we've had that, and I will speak about that in more detail. We've got obviously the challenges around having disability in our family. We have the challenges around recently that one of my lads has had a bit of a crisis, and we're now out. He's now out of school in GCSE a year. Business is amazing, and I'm running an incredible team, and I'd also like to talk about that as a thing.
That we're very proud of.
But before Christmas, I had an absolute, when it all came to a head, I had a breakdown, and one of the first people, apart from my ride or dies that I phoned, was you.
I remember the conversation.
And I came in, and I was in quite a lot of pieces, but I came in here to the hub, and it was safe, it was comfortable. We talked, you challenged me, and I couldn't take on that challenge at that time, but it really helped what you offered me. And that just completely covers everything that the Citizen Hub does for me, and not only for me, for my children, for Lex, for example. Lex has used the £10 counsellor. He used her for 6 sessions. Leo is spending the next however many months upstairs in the safe. He's up there. He was there today with Sam.
And Justin?
Sam. Well, he's up there in one of the small rooms.
Okay, cool.
But he's studying. He's studying for his GCSEs.
Go on.
Sam was the first person I phoned. I was like, Sam, we're in crisis. Yeah. I need somewhere that I can say to the school, he's going to be there 4 days a week, and he will absolutely kill his GCSE. He will absolutely smash them because
smart.
he's in a safe, collaborative working environment. And he's up there. He's met Ollie. He's met Justin. He's obviously coming today.
Room to walk.
He's brought a friend with him who's been a school reimaginer for a year. Hasn't achieved their full potential. Incredibly bright potential engineer. He is up there as well. Nice. And I'm like, this is changing people's lives. Like my team, we're all neurodivergent. We come in here, you know, glasses on. We're a bit like, but everyone is like, everyone judges your vibe of the day and matches that energy. Yeah. Just because I'm partying one day, you know, when all the stuff kicked off, I came into one of the sessions and I was just destroyed completely. Just couldn't really put one foot in front of the other, but I wanted to be here. And
I did wonder if you.
It was awful. And this place made me feel, and the people in it made me feel like I was okay. It wasn't going to be brilliant at that time because of what was going on, but I did it. Came out, did my shit. Samson, you know, we came to the Simon Squibb event with Sams. You know, the kids have been in here multiple times. Samson at the moment is really experiencing quite a lot of loneliness, quite a lot of sadness. He's part-time at school, in the hub at school, not in lessons. And he's really brave. He's really, really brave to do that. But he came in here today and learnt about prostate cancer and loved it. Loved every single second.
I see him. I clocked him.
Yeah. So we've had a massive conversation like all night over dinner, like talking about
walnuts.
What you have to do, walnuts, putting fingers up your bum,
Grapes.
like all this stuff. But they asked these really amazing questions and described what was. And they came in, you know, spoke to Debs, stroked the dog, were made to feel gorgeous. Spoke to Grace, like had a big hug. They felt like they were able to be safe. And I know that this place just means so much to us, and for me as a person that, you know, yeah. Life is freaking difficult.
But what's really magical about the outcome, or one of the positive outcomes of all of that, what you've shared, it is you have grown so much in your business, and I know how much your team think of you. You got a team.
I know, I love them both as well. Oh my god!
Business.
So, do you know what? It's
Milestones.
It is so cool.
Milestones piece. Yeah.
But I tell you what,
that
that lot. So when the shit hit the fan, we were really busy, and so a bit of backstory. So when I hired Tash, I was like, I just need someone to like just help out. She has become this absolute freaking powerhouse of.
She's amazing.
Incredible.
She got us out big time this week for Wimbledon, by the way. Bless you, Tash. You saved the day for us.
I literally just sent it to her and went, "Can you sort this out?" She was like, she spent hours on that, and it's sorted.
Honestly, it means so much.
She's amazing. Yeah. And then Elspeth came along. Incredible, wise, both of them, so wise. They have me, they've got me, and I feel safe with them. But I also recognise that I've created that culture of proper safety, real respect and love and care for them. I really feel it. Anyway, when it was all kicking off, I just said to them, look, Lex has been diagnosed with leukodystrophy. It's a really rare condition, completely separate to Duchenne. What are the chances of that in the family? Like, come on, just stop throwing all the world, just stop throwing it on me. And they both said, right, what would happen if you were in a normal business, getting paid? I said, I would probably have a month off because I've got, you know, shit to write. I've got PIPs to apply for. I've got this. I've got literally, I had it hanging out of my arsehole of things I had to do, advocate and everything, everything. And they said, right, well, go on then. And I was like, no. And they said, yeah, because we have got you, and you would do the same for us. And we have done the same when one of our when one of the team needed it. And I literally walked away, and I took I said I'd be there for 2 weeks. I'd be away for 2 weeks. I actually did all of the stuff I needed in like a week, and then I got really bored, and I was annoyed. And I was like, oh, I'm going back. So I was back, but I had the space to just deal with the family, and that was them. And I also recognise that is me that set that up. So I'm proud. But I also appreciate that it's to do with the network that has enabled me to have that strength and that power to do that.
Yeah.
The recognition and the self-understanding to be able to, make a business, and we were talking about that earlier on, you know, making sure that your business is safe enough for you to be able to step away. Because if you can't step away from a business, it's not a business, it's a hobby that you happen to get paid for. I'm a firm believer in that. You have to make sure your business can withstand it without you. And I understand it's very different from the influencers of the world or the consultants of the world. They are the business. But when you're running a business with a team, it is about getting it to a point where you can step away and it doesn't crumble.
And I
and
feel
so
the
to recognise that,
when the team
right.
say, "Oh, you know, we've got this idea," and I'm like, "Well, go on then, guys. You just
Go
do,
ahead,
you just
smash
do it." And then if you need me, I'm here for you. But if you don't need me until
That's the sweet spot.
And
That's leadership.
And I love it. And I
That's
really,
leadership.
really
It's you
love
practicing
it.
leadership. But the first point you make about the support that the hub's got, and you know, I hope Grace and Debs and the rest of the team here and the volunteers are proud of the way that they're received and what they've done with you and others that have talked about that quite extensively, which has been really powerful. It's you you've reached into that network and the infrastructure. You've reached in to ask for help. It's not, and we're not just that's not discounting the work that the team and the volunteers do, because it's bloody like
Hard
it's
work.
not
Yeah,
easy.
incredible.
We have to get around the table and think about this all the time. Like, how do we help this? Like, it's a constant challenge for us, for us too. But not nowhere near the challenge that's just a logistical challenge that we have with our lives and trying to get shit done around here. Nowhere near the level of challenge that you've had to deal with as yourself, the family. So I'm very glad and proud that you'll sit here and that's the first thing you would say. That's a lovely thing, and big up to the
Big
team
up
as
to the
well.
team.
Yeah, you guys are absolutely incredible.
Because you talk about me, that ain't me. You talk to everyone talks to me, that ain't me, and I'm not
the
silly
team
about
you've got.
It's not, and it's
I recognise that.
it's not
big
me.
time.
Maybe I'll give you a bollocking like I did when we got together. Not bollocking, but yeah, I'll
No,
challenge
you challenged me, and that was
in a
okay.
good way.
Yeah.
No, I'm not that bad.
No.
I was
but
nice.
you challenged me.
Yeah.
You were
You
kind.
needed it. I
and
could
you
hear it. I could see it.
I was losing the plot,
Yeah,
and
it's fine. That happens.
I think that's quite the whole reaching out for help thing actually is part of, because when I was originally going to talk about resilience,
Yeah,
and what you know, people often say to me, not always, but often, I think they probably just don't ask now because they're like, oh, she's just got it. It's like, well, how do you hold all that stuff together? How do you do it? And the fact is I don't. I just kind of like moan about it quite a lot.
that's fine.
To whoever will listen. Yeah. But also I've got my absolute ride or dies that I've built around me. And actually one of them's listening, my one of my besties is listening. Hi Alex.
Go on.
She literally messaged me at 8:30 saying, I'm listening to the right live stream. And that is the kind of support that you need. Like Liz is the same. You know, the girl team, I do not know how I would have survived my life so far without them. And you always say true character is shown when pressure is applied. Jesus, I really know that right now. Like the people that are on me when it happened, when stuff with Lex happened, it was a constant barrage. Jolene, Kirsty, it was a constant barrage of right. What are we going to do? I got food stuff sent to me. Like, you know, it's like I was dealing with a loss, and I still am.
You're in there now.
There's not even any but in there. But the resilience, it's hard. But the resilience comes when, you know, you ask for help. You say, right, this is what's happening. I need you, and this is how you can help me. Alex, I need you. This is how you can help me.
And
Sam, I
being really
need
direct
you.
about that's helpful, by the way. Like really helpful.
Yeah.
Like isn't it? If you say I need this thing, I'll drop anything for you to do that thing. If you say I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know. I'm just probably going to say I don't know what the fuck you want.
Yeah. And people always say to you, "Oh,
just tell me what you want. What you want. I know. I'm quite. I do contract that in with most of my friends and my family, or my colleagues, or my employees or partners. I'm saying I'm partners.
Partners.
We're in a partnership, like a legal structure. Yeah, you and Steve.
An organisational structure.
Yeah, partnership, limited by partnership. I ain't got time for more partners.
Twisting his melons, look, he's like, I can't do this.
Right.
Need to finish.
But no, I think it's healthy. Like it, I don't know, right or wrong. And I do notice. I am a bit, but I do notice things. I do watch. Yeah. I'm not silly. I can see things. But if I'm busy, I'm on it. I will say, I'll give you permission. Interrupt me. Be unreasonable with me, is a term I say a lot to people I work with. Interrupt me and be fucking direct with me. Tell me what you need, and I will remove that barrier for you.
Because lots of people say, oh, let me know if you need any help. Yeah, let me know how I can help. I'm like, no. It's like I guess the question is, what can I do for you? Yeah, and I think I've got no pride left anymore. I'm like, as in pride, as in I'm not proud. I'm not too proud to ask for help. That's what I'm trying to say. So I will say, look, I've got this. This is going on. Please, I might go down a rabbit hole and a spiral, but right now I've got the strength to say I need this from you, or please help me. And this whole psychology of giving and helping other people, it makes you feel amazing. So all of my friends say to me, I love helping you and love helping you, just to listen or to be there or whatever. And obviously I'd always do the same to them, obviously, but that feels good for them to be able to help.
Nice. Give us back to the 5 ways to wellbeing. We talked about that a lot actually with Liv today from CPSL Mind, and the 5 ways to wellbeing. One of them's connect.
Is it?
One of them is. Another one is give. Learn, and a couple more. And that whole giving your time, giving something back, makes you feel good, even if you don't receive any thanks for that. And a lot of these relationships, especially when we're talking about deep bond relationships, there's no transaction there. No. It is, I give because I love you, and I will give you my time or my information or whatever, and I expect nothing back. And that there is something really beautiful in that as the person giving. Do you know what I mean? Regardless of, it's not a transaction. No. And you can get those relationships and it comes back to you. Do you remember that time, can you do that? And then it'll be like, but do you remember that time? I'm like, if that ever happens, and it doesn't because I choose my friends very wisely, that is an instant cut off for me. 100%. I never trust you again, never open up to you again, never know nothing. And also I retreat quietly. I'm not I used to be a bit of a fighter. I used to be a bit of a I don't do that anymore. I've calmed down in my old age.
Are you a Scorpio?
But no, I'm a Leo.
Okay, because Lissy, my other bestie, she was telling me about Scorpios, about how it's the quiet retreat.
Yeah. But I'm you've pissed me off, so it's not that quiet. But I won't be.
It's more of a cold.
It's more of a cold. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. We're done. Yeah. And so it's that beautiful reciprocal relationship where you can give your time, you can give your attention, you can give a food parcel, you can get whatever it may or may not be. Because I know, and what I love about what you've mentioned, I think in terms of kind of those terms of engagement for any relationship, like you've just said, don't ask me what it is because I haven't got time for that. Tell me what you need and I'll provide it. Yeah. You're being very clear in your boundaries and in your contracting. But it's harder to do that sometimes, especially in relationships, because it's not as transactional as that. It's not as well, and so I've got a friend of mine who's living with, with some challenges. And one of her issues is she doesn't want to ask for help, but she also doesn't want to reach out. And I'm also of the ilk where I don't want to keep annoying you. So if I get on if I call you up or I check in with you and you go, no, I'm fine, then I'll leave you to it. Whereas what she needs is for me to say, okay, well, you're fine. I'm going to check in with you next week. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's about relationships and understanding the terms of engagement in those relationships. Yeah, because otherwise I don't know. And we've missed each other now.
If you say to me, Alex, I just need to talk at you for an hour, I'm happy with that too. But just tell me what to expect, because I'm a spicy motherfucker, and I just need to know what I'm turning up to. That's all. If you catch me off guard, it throws me.
Like after 24 hours of doing Liveathon.
Talking about meatballs and whatever they was talking about.
Chicken balls. Chicken balls
on his, whatever he's going on. What he's on.
That will forever be one of the highlights.
I have no idea what's going on about that. But I'm not easy when I'm quite relentless. if you catch me off, you might get a bite. You might get a little sharp one. But if we've already agreed, fine, and you're good at that because you're because we've got that relationship.
Yeah.
That's
Because
fine.
I reckon that I'm one of the people that you know the longest in St Neots.
Probably.
Because we met so long ago, didn't we?
Well, you're so rooted in my purpose in the town, in terms of like why I do what I do, because it was you and Lex that interrupted me with your anvil. Anvil, is it anvil?
Yeah.
When I was trying, I don't know what I was doing back then. I was
It was
bowling around.
for,
I don't know what my purpose
Yeah.
was. I was like bowling around interviewing people like I'm on the TV or something. No one was watching. Me and Tom Fordham. Love you, Tom Fordham.
Yeah,
Miss you, bro.
Yeah, I'd love to see you soon.
And I was going down the things, these business showcase thing. We're going to bring that.
I think
back,
it was
by the
10
way.
years ago. Yeah, 10 years, because it's been it's been how long ago Samson diagnosed? So he was 3. He's nearly 14.
Wow.
So yeah, it was soon after diagnosis.
So I walked down and I just see this brand. I didn't really think much of it. I saw the brand. You had long hair. I remember you had quite long hair, and I just thought it was cool. I had no idea what it was, and I was like, "What did you do then?" Like, just curious, 30. I must have been 27 then. And then you told me. I was like, "Fucking hell!" You just interrupted my entire flow. And I was turned around and Tom. I was like, "We got to help these people. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to help these people." And then Christine and I started volunteering at the conference. You rejected us because you had two oversubscribed volunteers last year. Yeah. We didn't make the cut. We didn't make the cut. Can you believe it? I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm very happy that we didn't make the cut.
It was brilliant.
But that, and then that woke me up. So I think both of you actually, and Christine the same, and I get it from the other people now, but Grace, you teach me a lot. And same with Debs over there. People around me. I learn a lot from you all, and I absorb things, and you give me experiences in whether it be a conversation like life epidemic. I talk about life epidemic all the time. Frame of reference, or ask twice. All these things. I look at, and then well, I feel from you, and Christine. We talk about the times we volunteered for you there all the time, because what was so inspiring about that community, the
Duchenne community, yeah. So Duchenne muscular dystrophy, if anyone wants to Google it or whatever.
I'll be honest, I was probably shitting myself to turn up to that.
Yeah.
Not going to lie.
Yeah.
You go spend 2 days in a conference centre in that context with no lived experience, quite naive young people at the time. Was a bit scary, if I'm honest with you. And I think about it, I mean, when we walked in there, it was just bloody hell. The positivity and the camaraderie and that collective, I just had so many lovely conversations with families, parents, and they were like, you lived every day. You lived every day, and you live every day, sorry. You live every day, and that's so wonderful, wasn't it, Christine? Do you remember? And we talk about it all the time, actually.
Do you want tissues
No,
back
I'm
now?
good. I threw them over there like a right. No, I mean it. It's really important because shaped. Absolutely shaped who I am. Those early experiences with community. Back then, I was not interested in community. I was interested in me and Christine having the best life ever. We're gonna live in this country for 2 months. This one and 2 months. We were. Yeah, that's right. That was our only goal. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Even better, priceless. You're welcome. No, I mean it. I think you are, and seeing, that philosophy that definitely that was really stuck with me. I haven't thought about it actually.
Yeah,
I'm glad you raised that.
That's really.
I'm glad you raised that because it's important.
And I think seeing at the Duchenne kind of events, when you see
honestly,
you got 20 kids in wheelchairs having races down the corridor. It's like what better environment to do wheelchair races than in a hotel?
Yeah, it's so much fun.
It's the best. I think earlier on I caught a little section about, I know you haven't touched much on disability, and I hate the word disability, and we've kind of played with other different ways of describing it, but that's what people refer as to people that have conditions or have different abilities to So I hate the
Whatever
words. What
the words
society?
are.
Whatever.
What are the
I'm
words? What are the
putting
words?
myself into a
Yeah.
hole of
You're
PC stuff. I'm not with the charity anymore. So I'm just, every human is a human, regardless of what society says they can and can't do. But I think as an advocate for proper inclusion, that is my mission in my business, and I've done it already with my two.
So cool,
my two absolutely incredible humans, both neurodivergent, both marginalised by neurodivergence and anxiety and caring responsibilities. Like, that is really important to me, and I would love to be able to just continue to be part of a world and a St Neots where we continue to be as inclusive as we can. It's not easy when you've got steps up to places. Like me and Samson went to Cambridge recently. I was like, fucking hell, this is really hard. I hadn't even thought about it. I was like, wow. And
like the cobbles as well.
He was like,
bless him.
but yeah, so we are really good. I think a lot of it is culture. It's just culture of inclusion, and obviously putting in some goddamn ramps.
Yeah, we need them. I mean, and
and
so
toilets
expensive.
and toilets.
Who raised it earlier? Someone said about it, like it's like they've got the wedding effect on it. The
purple pound. People rinse the purple pound.
Mate, honestly, like trying to get a lift for our training room, right? You're what, 50 grand or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
You off your nut? It does not cost you 50 grand to build. We can't put a ramp in there because it's too steep.
Is that over there? Is that
in the training room?
Yeah.
You can't put a ramp in there because there's like a girder or something in the way. We have to cut that out. You could bend it round. We looked at like loads of. Even we got the toilet sorted because that was a pain in the arse because they cut the door wide enough, but then the toilet was coming. What happened? But the box was too big. It was annoying. We got it sorted.
It rinses.
When am I going to find that money?
Yeah, no. And so
20 grand,
it's
maybe you
impossible.
can find that,
It's
yeah.
impossible. We had minimal adaptations to our house, really. I was very lucky that I saw a house that had been pre-adapted a few years ago, remember? And I was like, I've got to get that house. And I got it. I worked like absolute billion to get it. And got it. I had minimal adaptations. It still went over budget and we had to pay actually money for our own. I'd hate to talk about money, but it's a reality. Like of disability is really expensive. So we had to get a new van, and we got a Motability van, and it costs over half the DLA we get every month.
Wow.
Which leaves us with about £200 a month DLA, and that is to cover all of the expenses that you would imagine for living with a disability, including kind of outside of school stuff, like Samson's not in school past kind of 12:30, so it's like all these considerations. Anyway, so we pay it's like £400 a month that we pay for this van, and it's an incredible van. It's got the most amazing ramp. It's wonderful. It's safe. It's incredible. It means he can get from around. I'm not lifting him physically, but people think that Motability is something that you get for free, and it's not, because it costs us £2,000 down payment, and then the rest of it is £400 a month. Like it's not free.
No. The conversation is so
really hard.
Really I don't.
Sorry, I don't want to get into it.
No. As in having to have it, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's horrible. And then I was like, Mum, can you help me out? Because I just don't have the money, and best Mum. But what about if you haven't got a mum who's got a couple of grand to throw at you? You don't have the access
Freedom.
to a car that you can get around. That's the fact.
Like you say, though, coming back to, bringing that into the community, how we start to build some of the other stories. Maybe it's interesting. Maybe if I share a couple of other like this, to tell you a story with a hub, it might be a really good opportunity to bring Grace or Debs up to join the conversation and talk about some of these stories that we're seeing. But one of the things I was thinking about earlier, so we had so Lewis and Cameron.
Yeah.
So Lewis
Brilliant.
was
Love
here
those guys.
so he just texted me at like 10:30 or something last night. He was in town. He ended up here at midnight. He was here till he got.
No way.
Yeah, he just turned up, didn't
he?
He was
three
here.
naps.
He had a couple of naps. What time did Lewis leave this morning? He was sleeping on the sofa when we got started. But what I didn't realise is, Victor,
Yes.
Yeah. So Lewis, who's on earlier, so the twins, Lewis Cameron, absolutely smashed this pitch. So there's a organisation, a lovely organisation, the Thai Foundation, Mike Thai, big up. These guys have been a big supporter of Inspired to Ignite. The Four, they've been an amazing funder actually, and really big supporter for us. Anyway, the Thai family, the foundation family trustees invited Sam to come and present to them, and he always takes the young people with him. So Lewis and Cameron presented and just like smashed it, like absolutely smashed it.
As they would, because they're amazing.
And the family, they gave £150 for the kind of prep time or whatever to cover. And so Sam and Christine said, well, let's give that to Lewis and Cameron. And then Lewis and Cameron, where did that money go? To Victor. The young guy that Lewis was talking about.
Did they really?
Yeah. And that right there, what you've done with your team, that story right there. I can see this happening all the time. I see this, call it seeds, call it roots, call it shared nutrition systems, however deep you want to get around the it's all relational, it's soft, it signals, you can see it, and it compounds like a contagion. And I can see it. It's wonderful to watch.
It's lovely. Yeah.
And it is
really
what you said
wonderful to
earlier on,
watch.
Danny, about just being kind.
Yeah.
I said to Samsy today, we were saying about, Debs was saying, we were saying about who's my biggest fan, because we always joke, like, I don't understand what it is about me that people think is nice. I do not know this.
Should we write a list?
No,
Should we just write a list?
But I don't get it. I do not understand it, and I really don't. I said to Samson, I don't understand it. I said, can you tell me? And he said, because there's no one like you, mummy. And actually, if we all are like ourselves and we are just who we are, we wear our hair how we want, we take action where we want to, we're kind, we don't listen to the negativity and the haters, because they're always going to be there. But if we all turn into lovers and not fighters, then we can all be ourselves. We can all be we can all be what Samson said. There's no one like you, mummy. And I was like, no. And I love that, because he's very wise and he's right.
Oh, he's wise.
Yeah, there is no one like you.
But there's no one like you. There's no one like you.
There's no one like Alex. There's no one like Debs.
That's the way.
We're all unique. And that, what's so fascinating about life is that on one hand, there is such a desire to conform and to, not you.
Struggle.
I don't believe you've ever tried to conform.
I used to.
Did you?
Yeah. Of course.
Since I've met you. Maybe in later years, right?
No,
but
it's only from confidence. Not
from
confidence.
age and
it's from lack of not lack of caring, but I just don't care anymore.
Exactly. You don't care anymore. Yeah. But I think a lot of that comes with adulthood.
Yeah,
I think a lot of it comes with experience, and it comes with with an awful lot of that. And we're all unique, and I think there is something so safe, but also extremely scary in that statement. We're all very unique. You're all one of a kind.
Beautiful.
But at the same time, if you're all one of a kind, then there's nobody to kind of connect yourself to who can walk your path with you, because everyone's unique in the first place.
Yeah, that's an interesting
and that's
point.
quite interesting for me.
Yeah, and I think there's there's just much deeper work that needs to be done. We didn't get a chance to see it. I've seen flashes of the comments that have been up today, and by the way, we failed miserably on the engagement on the comments.
Yeah,
stuff.
sorry, guys.
Yeah.
We just got I know.
Because
all of your comments, thank you.
Could we next time have it running on?
Yeah,
Because that was lovely last year, wasn't it? Last 2 months. Yeah.
Only started thinking about it about a week ago.
Yeah, it's fine.
Probably. And we should, and I apologise, and we'll, for next year, we'll have it all
We'll get Leo on the tech for that. He'll sort that out. He'll do the comms.
We'll sort it out. And I will read every comment, by the way. I do every year read every comment, because it's important for the reflection. Because this will take some processing, by the way. I catch comments. And there's a guy called Sam, Refueling Fire, I think his brand is called. He commented earlier. I actually met him. I met him at the Eden Project, but then I see him again in Woolwich at the summit, Blue Earth Summit, and we went for a walk. It was a mythology walk.
Oh yeah.
And we went for about an hour walk, and it was actually quite funny. So we left to Blue Earth Summit, which is in Woolwich. It's a big conference, whatever, classic. It was really, by the way, Blue Earth Summit's top if you're into that stuff. So we all went for a walk. I said, I don't want you to talk to each other. We're going to go for a walk. I want you to notice things, but I want you to refrain from telling anyone anything you noticed or talk to each other at all. It was so funny because as we walked through these woods, on the corner there were 5 youths, 5 youths smoking weed and eating a massive birthday cake, which is a really hard thing not to talk about. And I was just like, but anyway, we just moved past. But we all sat on the steps for about 40 minutes, and he tells stories. He's a storyteller about mythology. And I won't try and tell any of the stories he was telling because it was quite deep. But we've had some conversations since, and there are some bigger conversations around that kind of obsession a little bit with the elder stuff. When we're looking for leaders and we're looking to follow and we're looking to... I just don't think that's going to serve us very well next step. That's all I'm saying is we do a lot of that in society today. We're looking for the leader. We're trying to be the leader. We're trying to put our oxygen mask on for help. Do you remember Co-Grow? I started writing. I'm writing a book, which I'll never finish, by the way, because it was a journal that turned into something. Maybe I will. I don't know. It's called Co-Grow, and it stands for Collaborative Growth through Community, and it's all about. And the first chapter, or the first kind of page, talks quite deeply about what if you parallel the universe and you actually genuinely live in a place where the default is someone's going to put your oxygen mask on. There's no thinking about it. Your default action for everything is to put an oxygen mask on someone else. So I don't actually like the narrative very much about especially in Western culture, where what that really means is I need a £500,000 house. Because you can put a lot of layers onto what's your oxygen mask. That's where you get into all of these requirements for life that you set yourself by someone else. It's not for anyone. Like I said, you do you, all that. But I like exploring these things, and I think about where society is today and where we are going. We talk about all these infrastructure projects. This is not a normal place, by the way. You don't see many of the citizens.
No, you don't.
Around.
That's one thing I was reflecting actually earlier on when I had, because life's a bit manic, I don't actually have pockets of the day other than fortnightly on a Thursday when I see lists to actually do anything for me. And I was sitting there today thinking, actually it was the drive in, I was like, and that's why I was sitting taking notes, because I need to solidify this in my head because my brain just goes mad. And I was like, we are so lucky to have this here. This is unique. And obviously it's going to be rolled out across the country, which is incredible, but we will always be the first.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that is something to be so
and this
proud
is,
of.
by the way, this is unique to Wimbledon. Wimbledon is a very different vibe. Very different conversations happening in Wimbledon. That is about youth safety. That is about escaping the streets. That is about food poverty and different. It's a different conversation in Wimbledon. It's underground. This is bringing the energy. This is the living room model. That's the den model. That's being modelled, and actually, so our so-called. You've seen this project, so it's downtown.
I'm getting jealous. I've got. You're talking to me about this, and I'm like, no, it's not going to. This is my baby. I've got that kind of jealousy feeling of like.
But when you see the way that it's all modelled and the way that Lauren, obviously you've seen the Grove, so the brand is called Grove, which is the collection of trees, shared nutrition systems, shared shelter. The one in Wimbledon is so it's being modelled on a project in LA, downtown LA. It's called Homeboys Enterprise. And if you come across this, phenomenal. So it was 2 gang leaders decided.
Yes, you showed me. Yeah, that's amazing.
Some time ago that they wanted to create a piece of infrastructure that would that was a safe place of exit for the life of crime. And Ash, our MD. So Grace equivalent, she sends us. She was supposed to come today. She couldn't make it up here. They've got a lot. It's a building site, literally. She went over to LA, and she said she walked into this building, and she was greeted by these gang looking tatted to their eyeballs, and was just greeted with a big old hug.
Yeah.
And so it's really interesting to watch. Peterborough, very different. very multicultural, a lot of complex systemic issues in and around the city, which is where Sarah and I are getting together to little geek out on. Newmarket and March as we move into the Fenlands, very different conversation about that real rural. We're rural. We are rural, but we're not really.
No.
We're not.
Not urban. You're rural. Yeah, we're not, and we're not.
Yeah.
We're not rural.
But it is that you hit the nail on the head. Then it is that hug.
Yeah, that's the belonging. Belonging is infrastructure.
It's the hug. It's the hug, and
Correct.
that whatever that looks like. Whenever I see, like, if there's ever kind of any people that are being a little bit like cross or angry or just perhaps not making the best choices, my kids always laugh because I'm like, I might just go and see if they want to cuddle.
Yeah,
because they might just need a little cuddle.
That's what we talked about. Yeah.
Because who knows when was the last time they had a little cuddle?
So you talk about a hug, and I don't know if I've shared this story, and she won't mind me sharing it. The first £10,000 that we got as a grant into Wimbledon was from a hug.
Really? Yeah.
So big up Kathy Foyle. Ledge, love that lady. She's come to visit. She's just an amazing woman. Amazing stories. Oh, fascinating lady. I listened to Kathy's stories. It's not my place to tell her story and stuff that's going on in her life. But I remember like being at Windsor with her. She's like emerged from it's really weird. But she like emerged from the shadows with Mr. Monaco. Which it's a very weird story. I've not got time for it now. But I listened, and I was listening about some of the stuff she was saying. And I was really I was like, it's probably not a done thing around here, but do you want a hug?
Yeah.
It's that same thing, and that is what it is. The power of holding someone, or physically or otherwise,
authenticity
is so important. It's so important, and that is and we overcomplicate this stuff. Like, honestly, ain't that complicated, right? When you talk about infrastructure, it's just not that complicated. We overcomplicate everything from planning to education to it's all just really it's just inflation gone mental. Right, I was speaking to someone about planning. They were looking at I think I showed Christine this video. So it was 1962 or something, about early 60s, and they wanted to build a block of flats, a three-story brown land, not complex project. Someone bought the land, decided they wanted to build these things, put in a planning permission, which was 2 pieces of paper, and it was built within 3 months. That exact same project. So he went to the place and went across the street. Pretty much the same project today has been 3 years in waiting, 370 documents. Yeah. It's inflation in thinking. Yep. It's inflation in terminology.
It's become bloated.
Everything's just bloated up. Yeah. Just bring it back.
And it's actually, to your point, it's the basics. And what you mentioned around kindness, what you mentioned about simplicity, what we mentioned about asking, all of these things, which is the basics around it, means that, we end up living a very simplistic or an easier life, right? So I know that we are about to wrap things up now. Alex,
is it literally nearly
to 12? Right. And so we've asked this question of all of our guests.
I've definitely outstayed my welcome, so I'm
ready
to.
We are very, very happy.
But I did my task of getting over the line. So.
Absolutely, thank you so much for staying here. But we've asked every guest on the show so far, and we want to end with yours. Yeah. Before we do a day wrap up and finish at 12.
Incredible.
Not one.
It's unheard of.
I am going to bed. Okay, I love you guys.
I'm just roll.
I need to go to bed.
Can we do a little clap for these guys?
Oh, behave. But yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, well done. You guys have been incredible. Thank you.
That's good timing, mate.
It is very good timing. But
amazing.
For the question we've asked is.
Come on, sit.
Yeah, come and sit that. Well, let me just ask this question then, Debs, and then. So, what does well-being? And you've kind of given examples of that, what that means for you here. But kind of in a summary, what
Yeah.
does well-being mean for you?
So when you haven't got time to even take a breath and you feel like you can't take that next breath, and there's so much pressure to do something that, like go running, or you should take some time out for yourself. No, my well-being is very simple and it's very achievable. Is pick something that you know you enjoy, that's really simple, really accessible. For me, it's loud music in my van. It's a drive from here to pick Leo of the gym, whatever it looks like, and it's loud and it's me belting really loud. I don't care who hears, I don't care anything of that. That is my well-being. So it's simple, incremental, very easy to access because you don't need any more pressure.
Right.
If you're feeling like you're literally about to, fall literally off that metaphorical cliff, and I've felt that a lot in the past, 10 years probably. It's always the small things that get me back over, which is, at the moment, it's music, because it's simple, really simple. So that is all I have to share, really, because as I've said before, everybody is different and everyone has their own ways of doing stuff.
Make it small and achievable. What, as in physical hardcore music?
Yeah, like it.
Hardcore. Oh, like as in. Oh, okay, that's not the
Raging.
genre. Raging music. Okay, cool.
So thank you.
Like shouty.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you for letting me outstay my
No,
welcome.
you stay there. You stay
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You stay here for the
Yeah.
finish line.
You started your.
And Grace needs to be up in here somewhere as well.
Yeah, come on, Grace.
Get in the middle
Let
of
Grace
it.
take my spot, because I need a wee anyway.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Fine. What are we doing? We're wrapping up.
Yeah.
I got these because I was like, well, I'll go.
Yeah,
take
let's-
some
yeah,
notes
let's-
and that,
You look freezing.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Mwah, so lovely having
Let's
you,
not-
babes.
Brilliantly.
Yes, for sure.
You've done so brilliantly. I'm so proud of you, always.
You look freezing.
So what I've got an idea.
Run through them.
Yeah, one takeaway from each one.
Yep.
That should be
Okay,
nice.
let's do it. Let's go. Let's do this.
This is where we're going to finish. Grace and
One thing,
Deb,
we've got
you
to
happy
keep
with
this
that?
tight, guys, right?
Yeah,
We've got to keep this
Can
tight.
you read it to us? Just one. Look, do it in order. Just read it.
We have got 20 minutes still.
We've
So.
got time. We've got time. I'll read it. Cool.
Look, see, they've got their blankies.
So,
It's freezing
We've got
in
their
here.
blankies
Have you
now.
seen what's written on the blankie? Look.
what does it say?
What does it say?
Deb's is a dick.
This is a bigger one.
Aww.
This is from somebody I used to work with in my NHS role.
Sorry about I did, but
She's not local. She lives in Kettering, but she this was a gift from her.
I mean, Kettering's pretty local, right?
Well, exactly, but she has donated to our page and she has sent.
Love that. Thank
She
you.
shared it, and so this is Lainey Wellen we're talking
Bless
about
you.
right now.
Bless you.
So yes, massive support of what we're doing here, and her working hours have recently changed, and she's wangled some Wednesdays. So
Oh, Wednesday's going to be. Wednesday, I got burps going.
Yeah, you get let out, mate. Better out than him.
pizza burps.
It's not my face.
Sorry. you come and sat over here at the wrong time, mate.
Your feet are freezing, babe. I told you it's cold.
Okay, since you had a lie-in, you can't summarise.
Exactly.
the
Yeah, I
evening-
can't do the
midnight
early
hours.
morning.
So you two subs. Can you summarise the midnight hours for me? Because I don't remember. It was so long ago.
It was a very long time
I can
ago.
do the names because I've got
was-
something I can associate.
I can jump in at
Anime.
5:30.
Anime, gaming, and art.
Anime, gaming, art.
I definitely was.
We played shithead.
We did play
Yeah,
shithead.
they
I
played
learned
Shithead.
something new this evening by playing shithead.
was
No,
some-
that's not it, but there
I
was.
thought
more.
it was nice when SK and Daisy. What's the gentleman's name who was here?
Alas.
Alas.
Alaz, sorry, Alaz. I don't know Alaz. I'm looking forward to getting to know Alaz more. Actually, we had a really nice chat.
Super.
Because this is the thing. This is where it gets crazy with volunteers. You don't know everyone as much as you want to, and actually, that was really nice. We had a really proper geek out. He's a proper geek out dude.
You really brought him out of himself with that.
Yeah, he was like,
conversation.
I really like geeks. I genuinely, I
Wonder
love
why.
them. I am a geek at heart. Honestly, I'm a super geek at heart. And we were geeking out, weren't we, SK? It was really nice, actually. And seeing him just get so excited about the dynamics of these games and whatever. And I like those deeper,
Yeah,
those
deeper
really deep
convos.
conversations. So that was really nice. But actually, do you know what, the main takeaway I took from that was just the fact I wasn't alone.
It went so quickly.
It really did.
I was so
I'm so glad that you guys were here.
I
Two
couldn't
hours
leave Alex
until
here
you
on his
came.
own.
No, there was never going to be
See, you
anything.
know, Jamie was talking about earlier on. Was it you, Christine, talking about guilt? I don't do guilt. Like I know Alex was here
Yeah.
from 12.
I'm
I
trying
weren't
to learn
guilty
not to.
about that.
No, I didn't want. You'd be bloody useless.
I
to me
would be
right now,
useless.
mate.
Like literally, yeah. Thank
You're on
you.
your face by this point. Like, I needed you to come in with.
Yes,
me.
to get over the line.
Yeah, no, it was lovely. So no, that was lovely. That was.
It
my
was a
big
pleasure
takeaway
to
was-
share that beginning
It was
with you.
perfect example of like what we've got here. Like, there's 10 people. I'm like, what? I'm looking around like. I actually driving in, I was a little bit annoyed about it. If I'm honest with you, I was like, oh man, I just want to chill out for a bit. They're going to come with all this energy.
And I'm speaking.
No, it was lovely. It was really nice. It was nice.
But the energy levels were, Sophie's word rhythm, definitely going to take that away.
Yeah.
For
Sophie's
Wednesdays.
brain's incredible, by the way.
Isn't she
Yeah,
amazing?
yeah, I really like Sophie's brain.
Yeah.
She's my favourite.
Her and
She is
Lewis
a little
connect.
fire starter.
Yeah.
For sure.
Sophie's perfect for the midnight shift, by the way. She just talk about anything. Like really, she just geeks
Pure
out on
chaos.
tomorrow.
She's always been pure chaos.
Yeah.
She's just like
Brilliant.
Love
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
lovely.
She brings so much.
That was nice. Okay, cool. So we're going to try and fire through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So John Eaton. So what I took from John, it's just it's the active citizen. That's what I took from John. I see a growing leader in our town that I think will long term be
In
very
the most
significant.
gentle format.
Yeah, soft power.
Yeah.
Yes.
Real soft power.
My takeaway from John was like purpose. He's found a definite purpose in that role. Not kind of going out and looking for it. It was something that suited him, and he has grown into
Turned up at the
making
right
it what
time.
it is. Yeah.
Right
So
time.
people are gravitating towards that.
That's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think that's that natural, organic leadership, and I think that's powerful.
We forgot our first guest,
Oh,
as
who?
it were.
Who?
Our guinea pig.
Oh shit, Roland, legend. Yeah, we had a 3 a.m. on.
it was
Oh.
3 a.m.
It was
karaoke.
two-
I
it
said I
was
wanted
two
karaoke
o'clock.
and Roland sang.
And
Yeah,
there
didn't
was,
you
there
think
was
your
Roland.
choice-
Oh, with the songs that he.
So
Yes.
Roland chose. Did you hear about
Yeah,
this? Roland.
Yeah.
No, he was
no,
online
he was
on
in
Spain at 3 a.m, and his 3 choice of karaoke songs, if he were to sing them,
And he did do an
were-
example.
He did
in the
examples. You can watch
mode.
it back. It's quite scary. It's Barbie
quite
It
Girl.
wasn't
Scary.
Roland.
So
Barbie
Barbie
Girls is
Girl,
number one.
Firestarter, and Sweet Caroline.
And he
Roland
Like
Potter.
Roland Potter.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he
gee.
sang them in Barbie style and
was
Firestarter style.
quite-
Nice.
It was great.
It was
It was
quite
his head.
interesting.
He loved it.
Yeah.
Might keep you
Yeah.
awake at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I
Honestly,
reckon it was
it's-
more like 2:30. So just
It's
check
hilarious.
that. But yeah.
Okay, right. Let's.
Okay, we've got 10 minutes.
But
Okay,
also
we're
a
gonna-
lot of wisdom
10
with
minutes,
that,
I'm
just
going
to say.
All right, we're gonna
Go,
rattle.
go,
We're gonna
go,
rattle. We're
go,
gonna
go,
rattle.
go.
We're gonna rattle for it. We're gonna rattle for it. Okay, cool. Ollie.
Ollie, just yummy. Oh, he's such a yummy lad. Just really yummy.
So
So
very
bad.
good.
I've lost the ability to attach words.
This is so dangerous.
You
I'm
know what?
thinking-
now.
You know what Sophie does. I feel like you guys should adopt this for the next 10 minutes. Sophie says, "Give me a noise and an action."
See, I'm all right.
There,
there you
perfect.
go.
That's what you want. That's Ollie.
Yeah,
Next.
that's my Ollie.
Okay, cool. Menel.
I was going to say yum.
Don't
That
like the
sounded
noises.
really
I
bad.
can't make
say
any
yum.
noises.
She was like, "Give me a noise and an action."
Mental
just-
for me, ultimate, like, community focused.
Yeah.
Community centric.
Proper community
Yeah.
business. Yeah, I like that. Katie.
Ultra.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the only thing that comes to mind. Ultra wide.
Just ultra wide.
But just what? Yeah, phenomenal.
What's wrong
Absolutely
with you?
amazing.
Sort it out.
Another popular kid.
Sort out.
Crazy
Go,
woman.
Katie.
Crazy woman. Did that one happen? No. Did we have a break or something?
Me and Sophie talked about babies.
Oh, you did.
Well,
Yeah.
baby,
I
baby,
didn't. I
baby
missed
adults.
that.
Baby adults.
Yeah,
Baby
baby
adults.
adults.
Is that worth watch back? Is it?
Oh gosh, it is.
No.
No, it
It
is.
is.
Yeah.
I'm going
It
to
is
watch that.
enlightening,
Okay, I'll
and
watch it.
it's a take that's never come across before.
Okay,
We
I'll
went
watch that.
well on a tangent.
Yeah, see, I love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I want.
Okay,
Well, I kind of posed the question, so I need to find out what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I
it
hear
was,
that.
yeah,
I hear
it's
that.
kind of, yeah, it's important.
Dominic. That was
Dominic.
super enlightening, wasn't it?
Macro, right? So
Yeah.
I often talk about macro thinking, and I'm
he's
happy
up
in
there.
macro thinking. And then
we get into the minutiae of micro. So macro, I could speak to him for hours.
Oh no, he's amazing, man. His brain is fucking huge. Lewis Vernon and Nick Johnson.
Yeah.
That was cute.
MP chat. A little bit of a chat with an MP. It's really nice conversation. I really
You're
enjoyed
thinking the
that.
wrong one. Lewis Vernon and
Mayor,
Dr.
Dr.
Nick.
Nick.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
He's
I
a
loved
mayor.
your bounce off in that, Danielle.
It was close.
Anyway,
It
Ian
was
Solomon.
close.
Yeah,
It's
politician.
politics, isn't it?
Who was this one?
Lewis Vernon.
It was a long
Project
time ago.
Abundance.
Oh my god, food.
The seeds.
Is the food guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, food pediatrician. I get it. Yeah, I got that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, Ian,
That's later.
that's later, but I've already done that bit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to So Nick Johnson, food, and there's always time. You can make time.
Make time for that. That's nice. Steve.
Yapper.
Wow.
Love Steve.
It was
Legacy.
beautiful actually meeting him.
I say legacy. You know Legacy?
No, I hadn't, but I felt like
Yeah, well, of
I'd
course.
been
His
round
voice,
his house for
yeah.
dinner
Voice,
for
there's that power of
like
that.
years.
Yeah.
There was something quite bizarre and beautiful about him.
Yeah, I think
Community,
the
community
legacy,
focus.
community.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lewis Caraman, boxing man.
that's where it all started to unravel. Yes,
First cry. First cry.
Emotional.
We're gonna talk, him and I.
Yeah, I know you
Yeah.
are. That's why I bought him in.
Beautiful.
There's always a plan.
Yeah.
Richard Shaw and Ian Solomon, you covered that.
Covered them.
Politics bit.
Yeah.
Josh Phelps. You missed that one, did you?
I think so.
Was
Yeah.
that when you
Boxer.
went
That
for
was
lunch?
bra time.
Yeah, that's when I. That's yes.
Yeah, that was really that was interesting. That was
Nobody needs
so
context there,
just
right?
energy. The guys just yeah, it's great. It's just it woke everyone up. It's just lovely. Heather Thomas. That's a lot of people's favourite.
That was the imposter
Yeah.
I could
syndrome.
listen to her.
Fascinating.
Yeah, that was a lot
Yeah.
of people's favourite. I think
I
there was
really
a
enjoyed
lot
that
of good love for
conversation.
that. That was fascinating. Yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah, I
fair,
can't
fair.
wait to hear the comments that were.
We'll get her over
Yeah,
here.
really,
for-
really insightful actually.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
beautiful.
And I haven't. I've heard of a lot of concepts around mental health, but I had never heard of that one before. So for me, it was
It's
really
the
new.
delivery
It
as
was
well.
really
the way
yeah,
she delivered everything.
yeah, very articulate.
Sarah Hughes, Happy Hermit.
Yeah.
Happy Hermit.
Happy hermit. Yeah, she's definitely a happy hermit. Yeah, although brunch on Saturday, babes. Just saying.
Gary Parsons, The Selfish. That is something that will
Yellow
stay.
t-shirts.
Yeah,
You
love
talked
that. We
about that
talked
over
about that a
and
lot.
again, yeah.
Mm.
Selfish has come up a lot.
yeah.
That's beautiful. Bailey Reddins, we geeked out on AI pretty hard.
Yeah, no, I went to the loo.
The
He
Tim,
knows
Tim,
his
Bailey's
stuff.
great. I like
Yeah, I went to
Bailey.
the
He's
loo.
just
And
so
it's nothing
like
about
switched on.
It's not Bailey. I didn't meet Bailey, but like when Alex said it was a conversation around AI, I was
I'm
like,
going to have a nap.
Yeah.
I had a bald
Just
egg.
I cannot be
Tim,
present
Tim,
for that.
so Tim Lovett was sat next to him. So he came as my guest host. And he was just looking at him like, what is this alien? Like, what he's saying. Like, he was just like, couldn't believe what he was hearing.
Yeah.
He, Bailey's got a good brain, big brain. Gary Clark, I missed that one. You interviewed.
Oh, that was me. Yeah, that was
Oh,
lovely.
lovely
He
man.
shared such a lovely story about his own experience in working in the prison service, and then his
Oh, he's got
working.
great CPS
Yeah,
unwinding,
brilliant,
A
brilliant,
lot
brilliant.
of lived experience.
Lots
to
of lived
share
experience,
and
yeah.
value.
But yeah, perinatal,
Perinatal
fathers group.
man thing.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, I did
Lovely
a podcast. He's
conversation.
part of the Side by Side podcast.
Yeah, really nice guy.
Claire Brahini.
Oh my god.
That cancer story was.
Oh,
Raw.
What a woman. What a woman.
yeah, and do you know what? It's funny because I've been getting texts from friends all day, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
And one of my friends says, you know, Claire's story was so hard hitting and so inspirational.
Unbelievable.
And the word resilience, and actually when
Doesn't even cover it,
when
does
I
it? It's
text
not
back
word
to
big
her,
enough.
and I'm not as you probably gathered, I'm not a follower. I don't, you know,
Yeah.
I'm not inspired into action by a lot of things.
Oh.
But the next time I think about, can I be asked to go to the gym? That will definitely be coming into play.
I get
In the
goosebumps.
sense of if she can do all of that and still prioritise herself, then I've really got no
but
excuse.
but by the way, not talk about it. That's the
No,
first time
exactly.
she shared
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Is
You know,
it?
well, she shared. I knew that because we were friends. We shared. Christine and I knew that,
Mm.
and Sam knew because we shared. We reached out, whatever. But that was the first time she shared that.
Yeah,
in
wow.
public.
Brave.
So to give us that
Gift.
privilege was wonderful, and to
Yeah.
be so inspired. Everyone was so inspired.
Honestly,
Yeah.
her ringing that bell
Was
was
so
beautiful,
that was
wasn't it?
me.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was that was the start of mine.
Yeah,
woo.
That's beautiful. Michael, honestly,
Oh,
Claire.
it was
You know-
emotional.
You know Claire, and what a woman.
It was a mush.
Michael and Francesca Moriarty.
Wow.
They've got to be
Amazing.
top three, right?
Yeah, amazing.
Francesca,
Story was phenomenal.
Like, I'd love to clone her. I mean,
Oh
wow,
man,
there's-
that's angry. I love that anger.
Up for it.
directed in the best possible way. And something beautiful that Michael said was about how Shania was born into the right family with her as a mum.
Yeah, that's right.
The strength and fight and advocacy that she has now got, thanks to giving birth and having that gorgeous daughter, two gorgeous daughters. But to be able to carry that forward, 88 families, I think.
Yeah.
in
It's
my
just
head.
incredible.
Yeah, as a community
Just
initiative.
because, exactly, another
Yeah.
follow-up.
Yeah,
Even
just
like a
'cause,
concert,
yeah.
It's just like a bunch of
Just
people,
the thing.
basically.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Dan Cahill and Kerry Atfield. I think about the bridging of education, the permission they're giving to the town to talk about education.
Yeah, it was really nice.
That was good.
And
passion
humanising,
they have.
humanising
That was really
that
cool.
relationship.
Sarah Stones.
Wow.
Oh,
What can we say?
never misses.
Yes.
She never misses.
Sam smashed that. So Sam, I let him lead on that.
Yeah.
And that was lovely,
He
wasn't it?
really seemed to see that as a privilege to actually be able to
He
sit.
chose that. It was the only
Yeah.
time he could give us today.
Yeah.
You know, and big up Sam because he would be here all day if he could. 'Cause this is his vibe. But he chose that was the slot he wanted to come in.
Did
And
it?
that was lovely. Steve Whitney and Sonny.
That was my favourite.
That was
Yeah,
real
that was
talk.
nice.
That was some real
Favourite,
talk.
yeah.
That was nice, wasn't it? It was some
Yeah,
real talk.
really nice.
Burnt onions.
Yeah,
And the burnt onions.
Come on, Whitney.
I'm gonna have to go to the chai hub now because I've never been.
Order
Oh,
No,
my
what happens
God.
right before I get like? Did you hear that? Oh, that collective. Oh, that's disgusting. Told you, people judge.
I didn't.
Told you.
I didn't go for ages.
We judge.
Yeah,
Judge.
judgment.
I'm judging.
No, exactly.
I don't like-
See?
I don't like food.
and I respect that. But every time I go, it's the day he's not working.
I know, yeah.
So Doug and I go, right, let's go on Friday afternoon, but they shut Friday
Yeah.
afternoon.
Yeah.
So I've got to get into that mindset of it's these certain days and hours, and I will go.
I'll
was
prompt you on that. And
No, that was well my
We'll take
favourite.
you for a
All
day.
of
Thank
the
you.
four of you sat together because you're all four different.
Yeah, there's lots of different perspectives. in that.
Yeah,
Yes.
like four different organisations, four different people, four different backgrounds, all of that. That's what I was
and
like.
businesses
obsessed.
supporting
Yeah.
That
business.
was
Yeah,
my
it's
favourite.
got a lot of shared values
Yeah,
there.
that was good. I enjoyed that
Yeah,
conversation.
fair. Dave Young and Peter Smith, Pops.
Oh.
That was you. That
Yeah.
was you.
That's
got-
because of you, because you started it, and I was like, I'm done. That's no.
Pops was going, and
I thought that was a privilege for me to hold space for people, to allow them to feel all of the feels with no pressure and no embarrassment. We've created such a lovely space today for people to just exist and be in however
You have held them
Yeah.
and
beautifully
however
within it on
we've
these
been able
sofas.
to do that. So I think we have, babe. So it's been a privilege to be able to hold that space. Smashed it anyway. Yeah, totally. It humbled me. Yeah.
okay, cool, right. Kev Howell, The Godfather.
Oh, he's lovely.
That story, we were privileged to hear that story.
Yeah, really
Dude
nice.
lived it. Who'd have thought it? Kevin Howell,
In his car.
Godfather of St Neots, lost 2 houses in his car, and and he didn't write a book about it and become a social media influencer or whatever. You know, that's true. Godfather, OG,
Vibes.
goat. That's such a goat story. And then Ian come in. I just felt like I needed to bring Ian into that.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
nice.
nice.
It was really strong, and I just love Ian. He's just got that. He's
So
How
chill,
can
and
you
he?
not?
He's
Go wrong.
Uncle-
Go
wrong.
Uncle Ian.
Uncle Ian.
He's Uncle Ian.
He's
Yeah.
the responsible adult in emergencies.
And his roller carpets if
told him
required. Yeah.
I helped.
Charlotte Hurden. I actually missed a lot of that interview with Charlotte.
Yeah, that one was quite. It was
St Neots Ladies
fascinating.
Circle.
Yeah, because I'd never heard of it.
No,
So
I
we
haven't.
kind of talked
What
a
was the
lot
change?
about.
There was a lot of change going on.
I didn't ask
Was
about
that
the change,
a bar?
but
Was that
I think it's the same.
Was it 30 years? Oh gosh, I can't remember.
No,
It's a very significant amount of years, and the name
62
badges.
years.
Right.
Wow. And they are like the mayors of it or something.
The
Mayoresses.
chair.
Chairs.
I'm
right.
really sorry. It's obviously
Okay,
it
I'll
was
watch
a
it
while
back,
ago
watch it
now,
back.
but yes, there was a lot of
it a big
significance to
take?
that.
Yeah, yeah.
And she wore it with pride.
There is again, it's just available community groups and trying to find your own tribe,
There was
basically,
4
of
of the
people.
ladies, I believe. that
nice.
Yeah, yeah.
attended.
Danny Barnard.
Oh,
Oi,
wow.
oi, still here, still walks.
Still man.
Look at that.
I missed you.
Honestly, that was
Can't believe it.
Just
bloody
a
beautiful.
pure vulnerability
Yes.
and beautifulness.
Absolutely.
And I love the fact, Danny, that you mentioned Linda.
Yeah.
And Linda and I have various conversations in Waitrose because I know everyone in Waitrose. And whenever I see Linda, We always have a bit of a chat, normally about raving and what's going on in the clubs. And it's just beautiful. And to hear you speak so fondly of her today and understanding, you know, the influence of your family, it's just flipping gorgeous. Yeah. It's just really nice. See if there's another one.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I just think privilege.
Yes,
that was
absolutely.
such a wonderful moment.
Yeah,
And thank you as well. Okay, cool. We're nearly there.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I mean, it's 12:01.
Well, that's
No,
fine.
that's
We're
all right.
gonna get done. We're so
Go,
close. What about Courtney?
Oh, Courtney tried to take my job, Courtney.
She was.
Courtney tried to take my job, and not only did you try to take my job, you smashed it. I'm just saying. Yeah, that was a lovely
She's a
conversation.
natural at
Yeah,
that,
loved
for sure.
Oh, gee.
And that was a beautiful moment. I stood behind the bar watching everyone doing some of the signing and singing along.
Rainbow.
Just that small window.
Colour.
But that
See,
was,
look
I
at me.
include was awesome.
it was
Oh,
a
just
mixed
gonna say.
community beautiful moment.
Yes.
That was nice. Joe, James, Larman, and Matt Giggs, and the three lads as well,
Yeah.
which was really
Again,
nice.
your honesty about what it's like holding
Real talk.
local businesses and
Took me back to like when we were talking about lockdown, when I remember it was that group of people.
The
and
Muse
yeah,
area.
exactly, and people coming together. So that was really
Yeah,
nice.
that was really nice. It was like being in the Muse bit during this. Remember, because like you know in that little bit
Yes.
outside,
Yeah.
the only bit we're allowed.
Yeah,
Go
exactly.
get a coffee through the window or whatever. Oh, they were so good. Yeah, come on, Ash,
So
sort it
nice.
out.
tap back into that.
Oh yeah, yum.
Katie Dundas Todorov, I was really surprised and
Counsellor.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that she'd done that. To the baby
Memorial Garden.
Baby Memorial Garden. She got into it to do something like that, and she did it. I just really respected her.
Yeah.
I had a lot of respect for her in that. I don't know her that well. I know what we've interacted on a few things. Richard's meeting her as well. Yeah, I've got a lot of respect for that.
Yeah, 35-year-old
Yeah.
local counsellor, phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
really
two
good.
kids.
Yeah, with 2 kids.
Love that. Livia.
Yeah, could chat to Livia.
She's cool, isn't
forever. And do you know what's funny? Because like she's, Liv, I don't know if you've ever done media training or anything, but you know you get those key messages.
Yeah, she's on.
Bang on,
She's
they're
on
all
it.
on
She's
there. Yeah.
To do that,
And I was like,
for sure.
you've been on the media training.
Yeah, she's not on it.
You
Smooth
all
as.
of your key messages, you hit them
Yeah.
all. Yeah,
Well,
no deviation.
when
You've been
when you
told
see
you've got a 2-minute window, she's going to nail
get it in. Yeah.
You wait until you see the side by side podcast we did together because I'm obviously
yes.
very opposite of that, right? So I'm like going off on all sorts of random
she's
tangents,
bringing
and
it back to
talking
what
like
she needs to.
radical, whatever. And she's like, I don't know if this is going to get signed
That
off. Right?
CPSL mind. Yeah, what we
Yeah.
do is
Say get
exactly.
signed off, mate. I don't know what you're saying, but I'm gonna make some clips out of it. Christine, I can't.
Yeah,
sum
love
up.
that convo with you two. Really
That was
nice.
nice.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. Honest as always.
Super
Always,
proud of
yeah, I
you,
love
Christine.
that.
We
Yeah, I
It's
love that.
beautiful.
She's all right.
Baller. Jamie,
Chicken balls.
chicken
Oh,
balls.
hilarious.
Say no more.
Sorry,
Chicken
Jamie.
bones.
The
Say no
chicken
more.
balls it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Chicken
chicken
balls.
I feel
ball.
like the
Don't
chicken
want
balls
to talk about it. It was a
overlooked the
chicken
fact that he's
ball.
worked out for 15
I know,
hours
yeah, we
today.
talked about that.
Sorry, Jamie.
15
Right,
hours
so
is insane.
thank you. I'd like to bring
Insane.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
Ignore
Well
the chicken
done.
ball.
Chicken balls.
The fact that
chicken balls first.
Thanks for bringing
the
that ball.
fact that he did 15 workouts
Big up.
across the day today.
Then come in.
Massive shout.
just
to
like
him.
But like,
Fantastic.
just don't come in.
Yeah, amazing.
He could have gone home. Like,
He could have just
no
He's
one
been
would have said
checking in
anything if
all
he'd gone
day.
like, passed
Exactly.
out.
Yeah.
He's
So
literally
well
been checking in
done.
on us all day.
Yeah.
He was commenting this morning,
He
even
commented
before
on
you got
half
here.
it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I know. Right before I did. I was like,
The
sharp.
man who's doing this as a fundraiser himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
And yet
blessed.
he gave all
It's
that
insane.
energy,
It's beautiful.
like
isn't
as Grace says, throughout the day, and then on the sofa.
then came
I mean,
back.
honestly, if that was a couple of hours ago, I don't think we'd have let him off the sofa.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
exactly,
that's very true.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then last, of course, but not least, our Lynette.
Lena.
it?
Yeah, just
Goat of Speak Up.
yeah,
really.
just everything that I think it was the perfect interview to round up what the hub means
Yeah.
and what Speak Up means
Yeah.
and what the community means. So that one was really lovely
Yeah.
Thank
because
you
it
for
kind
your
of rounded
vulnerability.
everything
It
up.
was
Yeah,
essential.
absolutely. So thank you, my darling.
No, it was
It's
beautiful.
a pleasure.
And how do you round it all up?
Oh, do you know what? First of all, I'm so tired.
Yeah, I know.
But
Please round it up like that.
but to be honest with you, hun, it's been an absolute honour and a privilege for me to be here today. And I was, as you know, I was tired already before getting here and knowing I was going to be tired. But I feel so energized and I feel humbled. I know we talked about that earlier. And I feel as if I am truly a member of the community again. And when I say again,
you never left,
I didn't, but I did withdraw because of my job. And so being in
you
ABC,
shoulder, didn't you?
yeah, whatevs, babes, whatevs. I'm moving away from my own organisation into a paid role means that I have to, you know, kind of interact differently. But at the same time, I know you're always here. My kids are always telling me, oh, Mum, you're always talking to 25 people. You go down the road, you know, and I love that. I love the fact that I still know everybody and I'm still part of it. So thank you for inviting me here again. It's been an absolute honour and a privilege. And thank you to everybody who shared their stories. And also big up to the infrastructure behind it. Well done, Alex. Well done.
Harry,
well done.
Big up, Harry.
And everybody here. And you two, I mean, you did the whole 24
Honestly,
hours.
can't believe it.
What? Like,
and
so
they're coming down to Wimbledon as well to check it out on Wednesday.
Just amazing. So it's been, for me to kind of jump into your space again, thank you for holding me and thank you for providing me with snacks and food and sleep.
Yeah, and bless you.
Thanks for bringing you and all that you are, all that you know, all that you own about yourself. That is like the literally non-apologetic.
That's awesome.
It's educational.
Thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate that.
Lots to take and learn from you always.
Thank you, darling. Appreciate it.
I ain't got no words.
But yeah, whatever.
I just can't articulate anything. No, honestly, there's no one else. That when I said I was going to do it, and Christine and I talked about it quite a lot, you imagine. You know, there was no one else really that I could have asked to do this because
no one else would have done it.
Yeah, basically, no one's nuts. Like, no one's nutty enough. I don't know. We've
got form.
Yeah, we have got form, and actually, I think that we've got the perfect level of impatience for progress and enough of a difference in perspective to hold pretty much any conversation. I think what we've proven today, I'm quite proud of us, that we've managed to hold most conversations, even when we notice each other going a little...
go get someone to eat. Got your
eyes going again, man.
You had each other.
You know, and I think that was
provided a lot today.
Yeah, it was
for
lovely.
Some people was silence.
Yeah.
Being okay with silence, giving people the time. Something that I'm trying to learn more at the moment. And again, educational to watch how you are both, especially you, to be fair.
I'm really good at listening, actually.
It's...
I don't get much credit for that.
No, it's not. Look at that Henry face again.
No, but the attention span you showed that you have today is mad.
Well, I'm
tired. So like,
it's definitely a Henry face. What I'm saying is that to hold us back when we want to say something, to hold ourselves back in and let that person have the space is not easy.
Filling a space. Do you know what I think, though? To be fair to you, Alex, you've been around this subject matter for as long as I've been around, and that's my job. That's what I know, and learning, and even mental health first aid training that we did all those years ago, and teaching people how to hold space, and that silence is absolute gift.
Important.
And
also
it's
really good
really
at
important
Sorry.
because you have to be able to hold space for somebody and not give them any pressure. And we saw that in practice today, especially with a few of the guests. Just letting them be, just hold that, do what you want to do. There's no pressure here. And you were kind of reiterating that message, mate, we're not going anywhere. It's fine. It's time. Pressure. So it's a skill to have these things. And it's something that you learn over time with experience. So if we do this again, and I love your idea actually about next year, about allowing the young, be part of it, but allowing actually a little bit more infrastructure and passing the baton, because actually we should be passing the baton to those that are able to do these things and kind of allowing it a bit more space. But it's been an honour and it's been a privilege. So thank you so much for having me.
Bless you all. Thank you very much. Yeah, go on, give us a totals.
Okay, so 76%, 4,562.
Wow, thank you.
Incredible.
Thank you.
That is so incredible.
Thank you,
Genuinely, that is just amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't that's the most we've ever raised on one of these in an instance of the day. So Honestly, that is bloody brilliant. Well done, you lot.
Thank you,
Yes, well
everyone.
done. Thank you so much.
Who had to put up with the worst possible engaged stream ever.
No, I can't. I just
We
sorry.
feel it. We see it.
yeah.
We know you're.
Yeah, I did read a few, to be fair.
Oh,
we
read
did read
it.
out a few bits.
We just so in it, and it's just but
We will
understand.
read
We're
all of them,
learning.
though.
we started with Roland. Let's finish with Roland.
Oh, is he
Yeah, go
sent a
on.
message?
He sent a message earlier, and in essence, I just want to say what an amazing event today has been. I've dropped in and out throughout the day. A big hug from me to you all. Make sure you are all kind to yourselves tomorrow, and I'll see you a week on Thursday.
Love
big
that.
up,
Thank
Fire
you
Starter.
so much.
Right. Oh, did it
4, 5.
4, 5.
Something.
4562.
So if it's half it. Yeah, so we're actually basically there anyway. Let's do maths tomorrow.
Stay Nimble
finance
has
director.
provided 2,241 of
It's
match
another
points.
800 at the top. Okay. Let's do maths tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Maths. Go Studio. Zion.
Zion.
Zion. What? We're still
We're still
live.
live.
Yeah.
We're just
doing
about to
another
say
day.
goodbye.
We
We're
got
just about to
it. I just want to go a bit.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you guys. You guys
Bye.
smashed it. You guys
Bye.
smashed it.
Oh my.
Can we go to bed now?
Oh my. Give me some. Oh my God. Why don't we get? I was going to say she get a picture. I don't want a picture. No. We should have got a picture earlier, but there's going to be loads of pictures.